see through the disguise. They keep us distracted while the world's on fire. Global gangs ain't playing. If we don't stay focused, we'll never get our land. They talk world peace, while they loading the weapons. Same script, different villains, same global direction. US pointing fingers that is well on screen, but the real war invisible, messing with minds of the people we seen. They say pick a side, red or blue, while the money keep printing and the truth stay new. Black folks caught in the middle of a chessboard play. Entertainment distractions keep us arguing all day. They don't want unity, they want noise. They don't want leaders, they want angry boys. Scrolling, debating, beefing online, while reputation get better in the headline.
Truth over lies.
They selling fear on the news. If we don't see the pattern, we'll keep falling for the rules.
Truth over lies.
Same empire, new face, of distracted people. Never win the race. They weaponize conflict. Divide the globe.
Sanction, invasion, money controls, but tell Black America to stay entertained while generational death never got reclaimed. Reparations ain't charity, it's a debt. Stolen labor, stolen land, don't forget. They want us beefing over nonsense and clout, while the real conversation never comes out. Peace ain't possible without truth involved. You can't heal a wound you refuse to resolve, so we staying locked in, eyes wide open, no distractions, we decoding what's spoken. Focus, they want us blind, unfocused, focus. We too old to be hopeless. No more smoke screens, no more circus shows. Truth over lies. Truth over lies.
They selling fear on the news. If we don't see the pattern, we keep falling for the rules.
Truth over lies.
Same empire, new face, of distracted people. Never win a race.
Truth over lies.
Mr. Walker. Truth over lies. World politics. Black focus. No distractions. Another young life lost to street violence. Yeah. This ain't entertainment, this is intervention. If the truth hurts your feelings, it probably need to be said.
Truth over lies, we don't glorify pain. At the streets trying to break them chains. Quarters in mindset, grown men talk. Lead the YNs before they chalk line walk.
Truth over lies, we don't glorify pain. At the streets trying to break them chains. Quarters in mindset, grown man talk. Lead the YNs before they chalk line walk.
Truth over lies, this real, no cap, no cap, no crash outs, no throwaway stats, waste that. OG's back, put order in place. Say to you, left the streets, left the cave.
Yeah, I seen talent die for an Instagram stare. Wine chasing clout, no plan, no prayer. Street code outdated, nobody wins. Same block, same cycle, same pens. They selling dreams, but it's really a trap. Labels love bodies, they don't love blacks. We need leaders, not shooters with aim. Need fathers and homes, not candles and names. Quarter zip weather, mind on legacy. Talk money, discipline, equity. I ain't judging, I'm correcting course. Truth hit hard, but it save you more.
Truth over lies, we don't glorify pain. If the streets tryna break them chains. Quarters zip mindset, grown man talk. Lead the YNs before they chalk line walk.
Yeah. OG talk, pull a chair, sit down. Ain't no honor in a jailhouse gown. They told you drill was the way to shine, but the real killers is time and fines. They cheering when you crash out young, then forget your name when the sentence come. We ain't anti-culture, we anti-death. Anti-mama crying, anti-breath, last left. You wanna be a man, build something real. Stocks, trade, skill set, something you can feel. If the streets ain't hate, it's love with the spine. We tryna get you old now, viral online.
Truth over lies, say it loud, say it clear. If the streets when you need you here. Quarters of vision, fit your focus, kids. Break generational suffering. Truth over lies, say it loud, say it clear. Left the streets, we need you here. Quarter zip vision, future focus kings. Break generational suffering.
We don't profit off death. We don't clap for destruction. We here to build men.
Not bury boys.
Not bury boys.
Truth over lies.
Yeah. Cart before the horse productions. Gavin X Mr. Walker. Truth over lies. SBC Nation. We in here. We ain't like them, we stay on cold. Truth over lies, yeah, we exposed. From the hood, but we chose that growth. Build our people, yeah, that's the goal. Hit like, subscribe, don't scroll past. Cash App, love, super chat fast. Real talk, only no podcast. Yeah. Truth over lies, and we stand on that. Yeah. Came from the mud, now we cleaning it up. Same block raised us, but we changing it up. No more crashing out, we elevating the mind. Trying to break them cycles, leave that struggle behind. They promote chaos, we promoting the go. Family first, yeah, that's how it go. Married men speaking, yeah, we leading the way. Not perfect, but we building each day. Single mom stresses and playing both sides. Child support courts got a whole lot of pride. But where the structure, where the fathers at? We ask real questions, they don't know that.
We ain't like them, we stay on course. Truth over lies, yeah, we exposed. Yeah. From the hood, but we chose that growth. Build our people, yeah, that's the goal. Hit like, subscribe, don't scroll past. Cash App, love, super chat fast. Real talk, only no podcast cap. Truth over lies, yeah, we stand on that. Reparations talk, yeah, we bring it to light. But unity first, gotta get it right. Can't build wealth if the home's not strong. Too many kids growing up all wrong. Young, wild and Von Keisha fed up. Toxic love stories, yeah, we seen enough. We break it down so the truth hit clear. No sugarcoat talk when we speak in here. Stay woke, not sleep, gotta move with sense. Not every trend worth the consequence. They push distractions, we push it fast. Trying to get the culture back on track. Ooh, we just want better days. Real love, real homes, better ways. Ooh, I just speak that truth for the ones coming up after you. Truth over lies, yeah, we locked in. Single by choices, yeah, we tapped in. Couple for the horse, yeah, we building brands. SBC Nation, yeah, we taking stands. Like, comment, subscribe, don't wait. Support the show, yeah, we appreciate. Cash App, super chat, show love, truth over lies. Yeah, we rise above.
Welcome. Live Tuesday, Truth Over Lies, brought to you by
Caught before the horse production.
We live. Welcome to
Caught before the horse production.
It's Tuesday night, Mr. Walker. How you feeling, brother?
Yes, sir. I am feeling fan freaking tastic per usual. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, El Nug Nugs and Le Bonquishas. Welcome to Cart Before the Horse, Truth Over Lies, in affiliation with the Bougie Negro Podcast, and also, as all you Negroes know, in association with Ain't No Fun Once the Rabbits Got the Gun Entertainment. What's going on with you this fine Truth Over Lies Tuesday?
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka! So welcome in, SBC, Cart Before the Horse, Truth Over Lies family. We in the house tonight. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as you come in.
Yes, sir. We back like we never left. Whether or not you are watching the horizontal or vertical view, come all this mighty fine June 2nd, 2026. As you can see, Gavin X and I are very much still in the mix, reporting live to you jive chickens with Truth Over Lies.
In the big name of Jesus, you hear me?
So here we are. Y'all see the thumbnail tonight. All right, we got some stuff to talk about. Are Black folks still on the plantation in 2026? I mean, we talking mental chains and a lot of stuff. And I see some of y'all saying we are, but we're going to delve through this.
You know what? It's an easy answer. The answer is in the thumbnail. Are we still on the plantation? Not physically, but mentally? Yes, sir. Unfortunately, this is what I'm hinting at when I say, as FBAs, we have a very unique path in this world on American soil. Nobody has undergone this type of psychological warfare. We are very much still in mental chains because that was a part of the grand plan. Ain't complaining, but we're going to acknowledge the evil.
Man. So here we are, folks. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button, hit the subscribe, share the content out. All right. Y'all know a lot of folks don't like the truth, but we got to bring it. All right. This ain't called lies over truth, or maybe, be more popular.
Oh, it would be. We know that. Listen here. We know how this system works up here. You pander, you can get ahead. You can be a millionaire by pandering, but we shan't do it. We done threatened y'all about twice already, but we ain't go do it. But yes, truth over lies, not comfortable lies, uncomfortable truths.
There we go. So shout out to Brother Lee Turner. Come through with the super sticker. We appreciate you.
Always coming through, Brother Lee.
So here we go.
Hit that like button. Subscribe. Don't front, cash out. Support the show. Super chat. Let it flow. SBC Nation, we see y'all. Call the photo horse. Stand tall.
Shout out to Cart Before the Horse Nation. We moving, man.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka! So we're going to start here tonight before we get deep into the madness. Y'all remember this Trump January 6th slush fund? Well, the California governor, Mr. Newsom, he got something to say to Trump.
100% tax? What that look like, Mr. Newsom? Explain.
Anyone from California that receives any of those funds, we want to tax 100% of those proceeds. And that's an action the state of California can take. It's an action we look forward to taking.
So they want to tax 100% of the proceeds. So if you somebody, who filed a suit and they say we're going to give you, $250,000 awarded to you from the slush fund. He say, if you live in California, we're going to put a $250,000 tax on your $250,000. So you get nothing.
I was wondering, Newsom, what you on, brother? I ain't mad at it. Don't get it twisted. I'm just pretending like I'm one of the recipients. Lord knows I ain't my skin ain't the right color. But you want violence, Mr. Newsom, I see. He said just had it on. He said you might as well sign up to the state of California. Ooh, gangster.
So there you go, and or just move. That's why a lot of people are moving out of California as we speak. But nonetheless, I just wanted to show y'all that because we talked about that last show. So, but I'm gonna switch gears here and pull this up. Make sure y'all hitting the like button.
And this dude is a quarterback, and he decided to go to a Trump rally, support Trump. And I found out that he has been supporting Trump for a long time. He's also a guy that's anti-immigrant, just all the racist ingredients. And I'm not surprised he's a white dude. I'm not surprised when white guys do this kind of shit. I'm never surprised, okay? But my thing is this, my man. You need to choose your battles, bruh. Seriously, why would you pick the blackest sport that involves getting your head taken off to do some shit like that? Now, I want the Giants to have a winning season. I want the Giants to have a winning season because they've been losing a lot lately. And boy, you done up the season, bro.
Yeah.
So here we go. All right. They still out here with the T-Money derangement. He ain't the first guy to come out and do this. All right. I believe Tom Brady did it years ago. Nobody said anything back in the day. I think Tony Romo, some old folks, maybe was with Bush or something. So it's always been around, guys in football who are Republican. A lot of them keep it to themselves, but every once in a while, they'll be, like I said, he's a younger guy, unaccomplished. So he should have kept his mouth shut. Unlike Tom Brady, who had 6 rings, he said, hell, I support T-Money. Him and the owner and all of them, that was what it was.
Well, this youngin said he jumping on the train early. He said, I'm loyal. I'm loyal to the cause. My question is, what is the cause? We know too much. What do individuals like this white dude here got to say about the X-Files and that egregious island? Like, are certain folks just acting like that never happened? Or do people believe that it's deep fake AI? Like, it's not deep fake, it's not AI. How do you back that up? Folks should be ashamed to be claiming to be MAGA. They should be ashamed to be considering themselves Republicans. They need to say, I got conservative views. That's it. But you dare want to associate with folks that do what they do, and I can't even say nothing to what they do. It's that egregious.
You will probably be the quarterback who's been sacked the most in the NFL. That's what I think. Because this is my theory, that there's going to be a lot of motherfuckers not blocking for you. Because I wouldn't. You know what I mean? The wide receivers are going to miss their blocks. The running backs are going to miss their blocks. At least you could have chose tennis or...
Well, there we go. That's the question. Is he allowed to have a political view? I guess it was more than that. He went to the rally and he spoke and, he was with the bullhorns. Like he's out front with it. Is he allowed to have his own political view and not be outcast? I don't know.
See that, Mr. X? Can he have his own political views? For sure, right on, without a shadow of a doubt. He's a grown man. He can do whatever he see fit. Land of the free, home of the brave. But without being ostracized, without repercussions, slow down. No, you can control what you do. You can't control how people respond or react to your actions. Absolutely not. If I was on his team, and for sure, when I was a big old black offensive guard, yep, I'm about to have a bad year. About to lose my contract and all. See, there I just went against what up 98. They might lose that contract. They go block for him.
And shout out to Ebony Dean, like you said, if Kaepernick couldn't, he shouldn't. So Kaepernick couldn't have his political views, and people say, well, he was doing this. Same thing, like you said, if like Mr. Walker was hitting on all the stuff, all the accusations, just being associated with folks alone is enough.
Kaepernick was trying to stand up for the losing team, for the right team, but the losing team. This is the winning team. Yeah, when you got that shade of skin, that color skin, you could do pretty much what you want. It still goes on. Ain't changed.
At least hockey, where white dudes dominate. But you decided to do this Trump shit in the NFL with black men who have the speed of Porsches and super trains that will hit your at 20-something miles an hour. I have no remorse for you, motherfucker. That's what I love about football. It's a contact sport. That's like a white boxer saying, I hate Mexicans and blacks. You know what I'm saying? Choose your sport wisely. If it were golf, at least, I'd be like, okay, but you chose football. I want to give a shout out to Jameson Winston and Abdul Carter. Abdul Carter spoke up first about their Jackson Dart's teammates, and they're like, yo, I'm not really down with that. And I think more black athletes should speak the up. You guys can speak up. I don't think you're going to lose your jobs. You know what's great? You can take out all your aggressions on the field. Jackson Dart, you about to have a long motherfucking season. Or wait a minute, or maybe a very short season.
If he chooses to align himself with a man like President Trump, it's my responsibility, based on what I believe and what I stand on, to not only show my teammates that I'm against that, but to show the world. So first off, I want to say that some things are bigger than football, and this is one of those things. Jackson is one of our leaders. He's the face of our franchise. He not only represents himself and what he does, but he represents all of us. And that goes for anybody who wears a Giants uniform. But if he chooses to align himself with a man like President Trump, it's my responsibility, based on what I believe and what I stand on, to not only show my teammates that I'm against that, but to show the world.
Well, there we go. I think two things is true. Y'all know where I stand on sports in particular, you know, these days. I don't think y'all should be so loyal. So there goes my thing. He ain't loyal to no team or anything. He loyal to whatever his cause is. I think we need to do the same. Quit being loyal. Granted, you know, a lot, like I said, y'all don't want to be blackballed like Kaepernick, lose your job, but if y'all got to stand on whatever you standing on. Like, quit being loyal to these teams. Oh, these my teammates. You know, this is brotherhood. No, it ain't. You here, do the best, do your job the best you can, collect your check. Like, quit looking so deeply into it. That ain't your brother. It is what it is.
100% mistakes. But you know, that's what they sell. That's what they sell in the locker room. That's what they sell in the back office. We're a team, unity, one unit, all for one for all, blah, blah, blah. And it's a tough sell. I completely understand. A lot of these young athletes out here, they have reached their dream. They're professional athletes making millions. And I get it. I don't exactly agree with it, but I can understand they ain't too quick to mess that up. And I don't think too much gonna happen. This is not the movie Any Given Sunday when the team stopped blocking for Willie Beeman, he was getting towed up. That was cinema. That was fake. Man, listen here. They gonna say, block this white boy or else he out of here. Back to the projects.
And that doesn't mean that we have to spread hate. It doesn't mean that me and Jackson hate each other or we have beef. I sit next to Jackson every day, every team meeting. We close, we talk. We just, as long as we make sure we got the same goal as a team and our goals align, which they do, and I feel like that's all that matters. So I just want to move past this and yeah, that's it. I'm about to show you how you turn uncomfortable into a growing moment. I'm from a city, Birmingham, Alabama, where they blew up a church with 4 little girls, and their parents and family had to go around picking up their limbs in the deep south. Picking up their limbs, 4 little girls. I'm from a city where a little 9-year-old girl who decided to march got put in jail for volunteering her right of free speech.
Shout out to the brother Jameis Winston. So there you go. And y'all know Jameis, you know, he down for the cause. He a wild dude. And they are both quarterbacks. So they spend a lot of time together. And they are polar opposites, as we can see. Jameis from Alabama. He in touch with his roots. And this guy's MAGA. And they are both, you know, obviously the MAGA guy's the starting quarterback. Jameis the backup. You know, and he's supposed to be tutoring the young man as the veteran, and y'all in these meetings together, you hanging out with this dude probably 10 hours a day, and you got to be around him. Yeah, it's wild.
Tough sale. Salute to this brother Jameson. What's his name? Jameson Winston? Brother Winston. Yeah, I know a little bit about him. I know that he a wholesome, righteous brother. Good dude, man. He stand on his morals. He gonna talk his best. You know, little I ain't gonna say weird, peculiar, brother, but yeah, I can see those conversations. You see the passion he's speaking with. Salute to him, bringing up that uncomfortable truth. Understand the core of our message and our mission. Like you said, do you not hear that? Little girls was blown apart. Like that's that should never have in a church. Little babies deleted in a church, and y'all want to still represent what a lot of these MAGA folks represent. Shame, shame, shame.
There you go. And shout out to Brother Jameis. You know, good dude. Like I said, people trying to bring up his past. We know he got the allegations back in his past. You know, when he was coming out of college at Florida State, I believe, that Becky tried to make some accusations that he has since atoned from, you know, and yeah, they definitely tried to bring the brother down straight out of college.
They knew who he was going to be. They knew how he spoke. They could sense his spirit. Got a great spirit. And yeah, Becky tried to get him. They sent in their greatest agent, Becky with the good hair.
That part. And now I believe he married to a black woman. They got 4, 5, 6 kids. Good brother.
Yeah, take that, clan sisters.
For standing on what she believes in. That's history. And I believe history repeats itself. But I also believe in respecting authority, respecting treating a man and a woman as I would like to be treated. That is how uncomfortable situations and uncomfortable times help unify people, because you know them, you realize from them, and you grow from them. Right now, I haven't been a part of any openly traumatizing things like that happen. Not 250 years ago when this country came into existence, but try about 80 years ago. We got people that still live during that time. Those little girls will still be living right now. That 9-year-old girl that got sprayed with hoses and you put dogs on her and put her in jail, she's still living right now. It's a little children's book. I read this book about this 9-year-old marcher to my kids. That's why educating our youth and informing them of our history is so important. A lot of people try to push it past. You're like, oh my gosh, like that's behind us. No, guys, we living in it right now. We got a blonde haired, blue eyed white kid and a black Muslim religion black kid who are coming together and showing the world that we can come together. We can happen. We don't have to see everything. Everything doesn't have to be viewed in this perfect little snow globe, and everything doesn't have to be perfect.
And there you go. So I guess he wrapped it up with that. That's kind of what I was saying, I guess. You know, this is a job at the end of the day. Like, especially the NFL. Like, this ain't high school football where there is more of a brotherhood, even in college. The NFL you need to understand, it's strictly business. That's why these guys, when y'all get cut and some of this stuff, y'all be, you know, in a bad space because y'all emotions is tied to the wrong stuff. It's business. Work on your craft, you know, worry about your diet and all the stuff you need to worry about to be great. But as far as buying into this family stuff, don't get too emotionally involved with that.
You're right, Mr. X. You ain't saying nothing but the truth, brother. Way, way easier said than done, because that's part of their mission statement. That's part of their goal. That's part of their business structure, especially for the brothers. Get them emotionally involved. Get them emotionally involved. Get them to buy in, and they will run through a brick wall for you. Our coaches used to all but pretty much say that. You know what I mean? And like you said, this was high school and college. But like you said, in the league, you got to be able to separate and know it is strictly business. Cutthroat like a mother sucker. And salute again to the brother Winston for speaking his mind. And you see, even here, he got to tiptoe lightly around stuff. They're not going to like this, Winston.
So, yeah, that's the net of it. So this young guy, Dart, the starting quarterback for the Giants, you know, he went to a Trump rally and he was on the megaphone and they boosted him up, right? He the great white hope. You know, he the quarterback for the New York Giants. And here we are. Man, it's going to be a wild season. They already got racial tension already brewed up for the next NFL season. Oh, won't he do it? So for that, we're definitely going to put this ninja in the sub. Mm-hmm.
The passengers of the doomed Titanic sub spent their last moments in total darkness looking for bioluminescent creatures out of the small window and listening to their favorite music. The new details of the 5 passengers' final moments have been revealed by the wife and mum of the father-son duo.
Wade in the water, diamond wade in the water. Something's gonna trouble the water. You better wait in the water. Yeah, man.
Yeah, as Mr. X was saying, like we both feel different about athletics. Mr. X coached, I played. You become an adult, your brain fully developed, especially when you have kids and you care about the kids and you know the trials and tribulations they're gonna have to go through trying to achieve a dang near impossible dream. You're like, you know what? There's other things y'all can do, and we're gonna stress that. Get into STEM big time. AI and electronics, computers is the future. Don't fight it.
Man. And shout out to Nais, been a member 3 months. Says, greetings, brothers. Ebony, chat, good evening.
Greetings, Sister Nais, Nisi.
And shout out to brother Frederick Howard, gifting a membership.
We appreciate you, brother Frederick. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate you, brother. So here we are. We talking about the mental chains. All right. Are black folks still on the plantation? So now we're really about to get into it. All right. That was a little icebreaker. We're going to the plantation.
Oh, you see this black and white. You see this grainy footage. It's about to get deep.
Can we find anything left of the plantation system? We might find part of the answer as we look around us in the South today. Here is a scene that tells us part of the story. This plantation home was abandoned during the Civil War. Great changes in the plantation system occurred during the war. The freeing of the slaves and the great financial burden of the war disrupted the economic pattern. Some planters went bankrupt and lost possession of their plantations. But the plantation system did not entirely disappear. Some elements of that system did not change. The land, cultivated for generations and still productive, remained. The source of labor, great numbers of Negroes, remained. The demand for cotton remained, and the growing of cotton continued. So the plantation system...
Let's slow it down for a minute. All right. Like he said, after the Civil War, yeah, they fought to end slavery. The South lost, right? We know they lost. We know, these slave owners then lost their plantations. They went bankrupt, like he said. But at the same time, these people were free, but, the cotton was still there. The people were still there. It wasn't, like I told y'all last time, it wasn't like they got a text message, like an Amber Alert or an email that said you ninjas is free and here come. No, it was all right, we free. Now what? We got nothing. Where we going? What we about to do? A lot of folks was just still here, and whatever white folks came back from the war was there. The sons or whoever, the uncles, he's like, yeah, I'm in charge now, and let's work a deal out. Let's start sharecropping.
There you go. Hence, and that led us right into sharecropping. Not shout out, but be damned. Willie Lynch, Jim Crow. All you have to do is start these processes. That was, again, part of their business model. Just start slavery. Just start the cotton monopoly, tobacco. So it just started. Just get the wheels going. And once you get systems like this moving, it's hard to knock the wheels off. Go ahead and abolish slavery. You hear the narrator. The cotton was still there. It was still growing. Workers still was present. Work still needed to be done. Business, for the most part, went on as usual. It's a heck of a system. The wickedness of white man is undefeated. I hate this for us. Again, very unique path through life. Can't compare to anybody else.
That part. Because like you said, nobody came back and told these folks they was free and gave them an alternative to do something different. And like Sister Ebony said, the slave owners got paid reparations after slavery. So even though they went bankrupt, maybe they lost, their plantations, they still got paid for it. So of course they walked away from it and said, you know what? I ain't going back to Mississippi. I'll take my money and go to New York or whatever the case.
Yes. The Billy Bob and them didn't just give up $1 million empires. No, they went complain. They lobbied when they complained to they powerful white folks, judges and folks. And they said, don't worry, just sit tight, give us a month. We're going to rewrite some things. We're going to cut you a fat check. You can go open up you a textile factory up north. They couldn't miss.
System, in a smaller and modified way, continued and can be found in the South today. Much of the work is still done by hand. Much of the wealth still comes from one crop, cotton. Most of the workers are Negroes who live on the plantation. Today, the man who owns the plantation is called the landlord. The men who work the farm are tenants. And so the landlord, the laborers, and the land are still the important part.
You see, it's wicked. So now Billy Bob come back from the Civil War, and now he ain't massa no more. He the landlord. All right, he ain't got whips and chains. It's a different agreement. All right, you see folks are smiling. Maybe they're, who knows, a little more happy, as they say. Bad deals. All right, but like Mr. Walker always say, a blade in you 10 inches. They come back and take it out 2 inches. How good you doing?
Not progress. Not when you still bleed out. It is not. This image, I'm triggered to the moon already. Look at him smiling and laughing in the landlord's face. I want to scream. I understand this is the beginning of that division. If you out there and you are just a laborer picking cotton, and then you see your brothers out here wearing suits like the landlord, smiling and stuff, you like, why y'all so chummy with him? Do you not see the conditions we have to work under? I believe stuff like this is the beginning of the Black Boule. Well, not the beginning, but parts of it, segments of it. What they do, Miss X, so they say, okay, no more whips and chains for the most part. But what we is going to do is elevate some of y'all black folks and make y'all feel superior. What was that character on Django? Calvin or whatever his name was that played by Samuel Jackson. Yeah, you can come have some tea with me in my house. You can sit on the porch, but you come sit on my porch, ninja. All right, have some tea. We're gonna break the glasses when you're done with it. But you better than them ninjas in that field.
And there you go. And they still doing that today with entertainment and everything else. It's gate kept more or less. So they always gonna pedestalize and lift up a few ninjas. We'll give you a Jay-Z and an Oprah just to show y'all, look, there are successful black folks, but we're gonna gatekeep the most of y'all. There's a quota. We can only let so many in. Even up here on YouTube or anything else, they ain't just gonna open up the floodgates.
Speaking of it, the shadow band is real, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to our day one supporters. Make sure you like it, subscribe, and share the content, because certain folks don't like this content.
Parts of the plantation system.
You just don't understand the connection that we have with the colored people. In other words, we work with them and they work with us. And we're not going to take him and push him off somewhere just because we could do it.
You tell these people that's what I've been telling them right here. Had we been your friends for years?
Yes, sir. Sure.
Had we worked more of them than anybody in this country?
Yes, sir. Sure have.
Right. You got hungry, we give you something to eat, don't we?
Yes, sir.
And his name is...
Jesus. Ooh-wee. This is rough. So they gonna brain this, and it's reminding me of the movie Get Out. I feel like he in a sunken place, and they like, all right, the camera's rolling. We're gonna bring out one of our ninjas. It's all scripted. We take real good care of you, don't we? We ain't, yes, sir. We wouldn't just throw him to the wayside. When you're hungry, we feed you, don't we? Yes, sir.
When you hungry, we feed you, don't we, boy? Says the man to his tame dog. No, we are wolves. Absolutely not. No, if you can't get the food yourself, you don't eat. It's a good rule to live by, because this is the alternative. Yeah, let somebody dangle stay. You want this? They do. You do not realize they do this in the prison system. They will go, you go in. It's my understanding. I ain't never been, but I've seen enough videos and stuff, and I got enough uncles that been. You go in, you ain't got no resources, no commissary, and then somebody will leave a treat, a honey bun, a Snicker bar on your bed. You hungry? Go ahead, eat it. Indulge. Satiate your hunger. I care. But now guess what? You owe me something. Same daggone difference. We feed you, don't we, boy? Yeah, now you belong to me once again.
Man, and I'll say this for a lot of people will say, well, how do we get to this point in history? You know, obviously, a lot of folks weren't docile. There was a lot of revolts, rebellions, but it's easy to break folks after generations. You talking about 10, 15, 20, 30 generations later. I mean, it was easier to control, you know, the children of the slaves. That's why they would breed and do all this different stuff, because they don't have no connection to anything. Obviously, they can be taught from their parents, but if you keep breaking that lineage after a few generations, I mean, what you gonna teach them besides what we tell you? And then you get here. So he got no reference point of what freedom is. All he knows is whatever he was, his granddaddy, his grandma. It's very unfortunate. Like the people that may have came off the boat, quote unquote, they were probably much more rebellious and hard to break, as opposed to these people been here for generations. And they this only way of life. Ain't no internet. All right, ain't no television. They're not getting this stuff across mass media where they can connect dots. It's like, y'all seen the movie Antebellum? Like, that's a real thing.
You touched on something, Mr. X. The slaves, the children of slaves, respect to our ancestors. We not bashing them. We just calling it out. This is who this brother is. He is the child of a slave. Most likely, respectfully, once again, the bastard child of a slave. We weren't allowed to marry for the most part. This is what you get. He don't know anything but indenture servitude. He don't know nothing but yes, a massa. He don't know nothing about pasty, long, stringy-haired white Jesus. That's all he know. So much understanding, you know, sympathy to these ancestors. But God bless and glory to the OG Nat Turner. He wasn't for it. Like you said, we all weren't going out like this, but there were some, but even ones that was like this, not too harsh to criticize. So I can understand it.
Man. And shout out to the Hustlers philosopher come through with the 5-ball. He says, instead of us getting branded like cattle back in the day, now we wait outside in line to pay for brands like Jordan's. It's unfortunate, Gavin X.
That's a bar. That's a Yeezy bar right there. Shout out to Hustlers philosopher. Instead of getting branded, now we going out, we paying for the brand. Oh my goodness. Deep.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka! And shout out to the OG Rachad Media. He says during the 1950s, 60s, and 70s, into the 70s, prisoners at the state of Mississippi Penitentiary at Parchman continued to work agricultural fields.
Wow, yeah. Holy cow. Just like off of Life, huh? That's crazy. I did not know that we didn't even have the right to vote, you know, like until what, like the was it the 8? I don't want to lie. Was it like the early
80s? Well, I believe 1964 was or 65 was the Voting Rights Act. So yeah, in the 60s.
That's insane. In the 60s, folks weren't even allowed to vote. You go to the polls and they tell you, turn your black ass around, boy.
Yeah,
ain't that long ago.
Yeah, so before that, you go to the polls, people will get lynched at the polls and they'll let you hang right outside so everybody can see you and know not to come in. Like, yeah, so intimidation, there's sick dogs on you, you come to the polls, spray you down, well, all that stuff, if you show up to vote, it was intimidation. So folks was like, man, just to show up to vote, you could be deleted. So they had to come up with these, you know, laws and rights so folks wouldn't be deleted trying to vote.
Lord knew what he was doing, had me be born at this time. I couldn't have been back then. I would have been a straight vigilante, baby. Vigilante for justice.
Man.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
There you go.
And he's been brainwashed now. We can say one thing, the white man's good and brainwashed. He brainwashed him into thinking that the only way that he can live is to cry on the shoulder of the great white father. And most of them feel like that, you know. And I think it will help a lot to get a lot of them off the white man plate.
Bill, if you got in trouble, who'd you go to, the white or the black? Tell the truth now.
Stop.
That's a bad word. Yeah, Bill, put him on the spot because there ain't no color folk in. You don't want to be embarrassed right by himself. But is there anybody here that wouldn't help you, Billy?
No.
We have always got along fine with the niggas. We never mistreated them. And
you a lie, and the truth ain't in you.
We have never mistreated them. That dude, that was Steven off Django. This dude is broken. This brother, he can't even look these white men in the face. He just looking down, laughing. Know if he say something wrong, he may be strange fruit. Y'all don't understand the temperature. And he don't even understand the camera rolling, but y'all must understand, this ain't like a live news feed. This somebody's private camera, and if they want to destroy the footage, they can. All right? Wasn't no protection.
That's his soul. That's why he can't look up. Who you run to for help, boy? The darkies, your fellow darkies are us good, wholesome white folks. He had to put his head down. Because his spirit wanted to scream out, but he put his head down and smiled to suppress it. I want to scream. This is the epitome of the sunken place. All he can do is put his head down, look at the soil, and smile, wishing that he could sink into the damn soil. But he's still alive, and he still got to push on. Yes, sir. Yeah, y'all do right by me. Y'all helps me out. Yeah, y'all takes care of me. You know, whenever I'm short on money, you know, you helps me out. You also ask my wife to come into your house at night, but you still helps me out, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Shout out to our sister Rachel with the 20 ball. He says, Gavin X, you're right. A few months ago, I told you both slave owners got $300 per person tied to the District of Columbia Emancipation Act, signed by President Lincoln in 1962. Remember? Shout out to Richard, Project Leroy, and Stephen James.
Shout out. Appreciate your sister Rachel. $300 per person. And that's slavery did not end because Lincoln was a good guy. No, this all had to do with money, and you see it wasn't so much of a good guy. He out here paying the owners $300. Smoke and mirrors, all smoke and mirrors.
And then they can go in there and start budget numbers. Maybe I had 5,000 slaves. Yeah, you ain't gonna tell me nothing different. Where they go? Somebody took them. You know, this is long. I think we can be prisoners of the moment. Granted, because technology is moving so fast with AI, we are really in a future age, but we must understand these people didn't have the internet or television or any of this stuff was not a part of their daily life.
They did not have such a solid understanding of the rest of the world around them. That's got to be terrifying to a person like me. I know when it comes to traveling and stuff, I kind of really rely on GPS to get around the city. I could not imagine not having your bearings of the land and you want to go, but where you gonna go? And Massa gonna scare you to stay. It's just they undefeated.
But is it anybody here that wouldn't have to do it?
No, sir.
We have always got along fine with the niggas. We never mistreated them. And there's no complaints. And they are all happy.
These are the Johnsons, typical of the rural Negro living in the Selma area.
Look at that shack.
Their daily lives have remained unchanged since the march. Like most Negroes, they don't own the land, they rent it. They have 7 children. All of them live in a 2-room shack, which Mr. Johnson built himself.
So they rent the land. He built his own shack on the land, you know, and the guy gonna say, we don't mistreat them, and every single one of them, they all happy. Everybody is happy and there's no mistreatment. But this man, you know, his wife and 7 kids living in a shack, no mistreatment, you know, on these, oh Lord.
No mistreatment. They all happy. Everything's all right. Everything's hunky-dory. Question, white man. Everything's all good. Would you be okay if you went and visited your children and your children were living like this? What if your son, Billy Bob, was living in a 2-bedroom shack on stilts in the middle of a daggone... This is crazy. What help did they get? I'm trying not to raise my voice. We help you, don't we? He had to build his own house from the ground up. No help, no merc, nothing. Bugs, hot as heck. Oh my goodness. But still here, you see, we still was able to stay together. They had 7 kids. God bless them.
Man. And shout out to Nais, says their brutal public deleting of us is how we complied.
Yeah. Yeah, we fought back though, Sister Nisi, but they was getting us. Yes, they was.
And Uncle C's says, I can name 10 YouTubers that would answer the same way as this brother today, 2026.
Man, it ain't good, OG Caesar. It ain't good.
Oh, unfortunate.
2-room shack which Mr. Johnson built himself. They have no plumbing, no telephone, no TV or radio, no automobile. And while some Negro tenant farmers in 20th century America have
Understand.
wells and some have pumps.
Understand. Yeah, I'm up here talking about internet and AI.
And children. All of them live in a 2-room shack which Mr. Johnson built himself. They have no plumbing, no telephone, no TV or radio, no automobile.
Huh. Hell! Straight like that. No automobile, so they stuck on this land. They got to make the most out of whatever's here. All right, no telephone, no communications. They can't call or radio for no help. No plumbing. So no running water. So they got to use the bathroom and out. Y'all don't understand the living conditions. And people asking, why do they got to cut the check? Meanwhile, the people who own the land was benefiting from it, from stolen land. So you can't call it own. We're talking stolen land. Cut the damn check. This is wild.
This is the beginning of our impoverished mentality. This is survival. This is straight survival mode. Everything they do is survival. Shout out to somebody in the chat said they had to build it from the ground up, but they had to do it after working, from can't to can't. Do y'all remember that? From can't to can't. What you mean can't to can't, Mr. Walker? That's some country slang. They wake up, you can't see because it's dark, 3 a.m., and you don't put down your working tools until you can't see again. What's that? 10, 11? Come on, cut the check. We ain't asking for favors. It ain't a loan. We literally spilled our blood into this soil to enrich it and built this nation. It is a debt owed. Why do they keep refusing that?
And while some Negro tenant farmers in 20th century America have wells and some have pumps, the Johnsons have neither and must haul their water from a quarter mile away. They must borrow to live and live in constant debt.
Survival.
They owe for food, fertilizer, and seed.
This is wild. So they got to go a mile away to get water. Then they don't have any money. So people say, well, where they get money from? The guy who owned the land. So he continues to loan them money to keep them in a state of permanent debt. And the debt will roll over to the children. To the where, and like I said, there's no radio, there's no internet or communications. So now these grown folks gonna say, man, we owe these people a debt. Then they gonna raise their kids and tell their kids, you also owe him a debt. So nobody can leave because we got to work this debt off for a couple generations. So everybody, it's all understood.
Until one of the kids said, what's this, our exit questions? What's this debt my great granddaddy owed you? They said, well, you still paying on that. I'm trying not to. Yeah, it was so tough. He's still paying on that shack out there in the middle of that field. And they looked at that shack and said, how much am I paying? And they say, I'd rather deal with the wilderness. It took a while for this to come to an end. And even the building of that shack, you see those are finished wood planks. That's the beginning of it, Mr. X. The debt, that brother didn't go out there and cut down no tree, mill that wood down. He said, hey, boy, you want to build you a house for your family? I got some wood here for a nominal fee. I ain't going to help you build it. I give you the supplies. It's going to cost you, though. What's going to cost you? Forever.
All that. And like you said, there's no plumbing, but you can get some water up here. I'm going to charge you for that. Oh, y'all need some money for whatever, oil or whatever you might need, gas. They will always loan you something, but then it's always going to keeping it hanging it over your head. They got no problem taking care of you on this land, but it's all a debt that you owing. And you paying at the rate you don't understand. So if Massa let you borrow $1, you owe him $10 back. Y'all don't understand these arrangements.
They still use these tactics today in the workplace. on everybody. Everybody can get this work now. Obviously, it's much different, but the worst thing you can do working at a place is to let your employer know you just made a new big purchase. It's the last thing you want to do. Your employer find out you just got a new house, you just got a new car. Guess what that means to him? You cannot afford to lose this job. We're going to do whatever we want to you for the most part. Same thing here. You can't afford to leave. You got too much debt. Just much DACA on us.
Mm.
Money, 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 money.
And shout out to the OG Richard come back through with the 10 ball. Says, I know what this is. My family in Mississippi lived in this same manner. The toilet was outside. They pumped water daily. I recall taking baths in a large galvanized tub, experienced it.
Salute to you, OG. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate your intel. It wasn't that long ago. Here's the thing, having pump wells, bathing in galvanized tubs, in the right situation, that could be a little retreat. But this ain't that. This is desperation. We need to kind of get back to more simpler life, but this was way too simple. Salute to you, OG.
Yeah, like you said, don't got to be so rough. Shout out to the modern technology, hot water tanks. Some of the stuff we take for granted. Well, no hot baths. I know some of y'all like the water got to be hot or I ain't getting in. Yeah, good luck. You better just be happy to have clean water to bathe with.
That's it. Listen, we got to get back to a simpler time. Just not like this. Shout out to the outhouse, huh? How many of y'all can use an outhouse?
Listen, I ain't gonna hold you. I can't. Not right now. Gonna have to build up some callus. All right.
Mile away. They must borrow to live and live in constant debt. They owe for food, fertilizer, and seed, and have $200 in doctor bills they are struggling to pay. They grow some food for themselves, but hunger is a constant in their lives.
Well, there you go. So not only they give you the land, then he gonna give you seed, fertilizer, all the stuff to grow the crops, right? But now you share cropping. You can keep maybe 10% of it. The rest they keeping to sell it. And then they charging you for whatever you keep. Y'all don't understand these insidious arrangements that were not documented. It was all master, whatever the hell. He was drawing this ish up in the dirt as he was going. Y'all remember playing football as a kid? All right, you in the huddle with your friends. You draw, look, you go up to the left. You go. Master will be doing that on the go. All right. I'm gonna give you some seeds, some fertilizer, a little this, a little that. All right. And he just be putting crazy arrangements on this stuff.
Crazy numbers. And what you gonna do? You ain't none the wiser. The narrator said they had $200 in doctor bills. Did a little AI thing. $300 back in 1966, which is this date. $300 is the equivalent to $3,000 today. So, $200, $300 here. They in $5,000 worth of debt back in 1966. There ain't no way they about to come up with that bread. It's impossible. Ain't enough cotton you can pick. It just ain't. It ain't.
What I was gonna say, the people told us during other episodes they was only making $2 a day, $3 a day picking cotton, so they weren't making no money.
There you go, $2 a day, 2 times 365. You ain't even at a whack for the year. For the year.
And that's why they would try to have more kids, but that wasn't, like I told y'all before, that was bad math. Now you got more mouths to feed, more people to clothe and housing, etc. So, and a lot of times masters simply wouldn't pay you. We heard them stories. People showing up, they weigh in the cotton, whatever the case. And if he chose not to pay you, you was beat.
Plain and simple. You can say, hey, I ain't get paid this month. I can't pay you if I don't get paid. Bad crop, bad time. As the sharecropper indentured servant, what are you going to do? Ain't nothing you can do about it. You just got to take it. Again, man, my heart goes out to our ancestors had to deal with this. Those struggles, we can only imagine. We can see the imagery, right? But we can't feel that sweltering heat. We can't smell those smells. It's deep.
Too many mouths and too little money. Mrs. Johnson does the best she can and tries to take it all philosophically.
Things is tough If you don't have enough food for them to eat, well, you know, they have to go hungry. And we won't have nothing much to feed them off of. Most of the Negro farmers right here, they all have the same trouble. You have to have faith, you know.
And one thing that is true about what they say about Mississippi is that, like, them warehouse and them plant jobs, that shit is a slave plantation. I didn't work for enough of them to realize it, but, bruh, the shit is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like, everybody that work on the line, assembly, all that, 98% black. The manager, the supervisor, everybody that walk through, white people. It's just something that gotta be addressed. They work, man, some places don't even got AC and heat. People in that faint. I done seen folks faint, then they have a heart attack. Like, that shit is real. Man, most of these places, you get 10-minute breaks. What the hell you gonna do in 10 minutes? God damn, you can't even.
So this is modern times 2026. He said Mississippi is still slavery today. I don't think people get it, man. He said, no, all the folks working in the chicken plant is black. And the white folks is the owners and the managers telling us what to do still. And people just sitting there working, no AC, passing out, you know, pick them up, throw them in the ninja hole and get back to work.
You know, this is why I really thank God for all of my job experiences I had that y'all love making fun of me about. I experienced all of this in the factories and warehouses I worked in, not down south, but I had enough. I worked at a Caterpillar building continuous miners. And I remember it was like prison or plantation. They blew a horn for you to go to the lunchroom. They blew a horn for lunch to start. They blew a horn for lunch to end. And they blew a horn for you to get back to work. And I remember going through it, and nobody thought it was mostly white folks, but it was my soul, Miss X. I'm like, we like robots. You know what I mean? Or indentured servants. It still happens, not just down south, up north too. Huh? I know some of y'all working in places that's reminiscent of this madness.
Take a little walk in goddamn 10 minutes, and then you get 30-minute lunch breaks. You go to somewhere to try to get something to eat. That's about a 10-minute wait sometime, man. By the time you done bit into your food, it's time to walk back in there. Some of you realize that every warehouse and plant, like, they gonna put that 1 or 2 black people in charge, like in a manager position, supervisor, to not make it that shit seem fishy, like make it look funny. Then at these places, they lay people off. They cut out.
These tactics are still practiced today. Even T-Money does it in the damn White House. He'll bring ninjas up. Hey, look, take some pictures. Hey, look, there's black folks here. We seen it with the other image with the white man was smiling and the dudes had on the suits. Like he said here, they will put some black folks as managers or a supervisor just to let y'all know, look, we ain't doing nothing wrong. Look, there's black folks in upper management, if you will.
There you go. Who is it today? The LeBron James, the Oprah Winfrey's, the Tyler Perry's. They're the ones being held up in front of us, you know, say, hey, it ain't all bad. Look, y'all can be part of the rich and famous too. No, and here's the thing, no shade or hate on our melanated brothers and sisters that got their portion of the king's gold. This ain't that. The issue is appears to me that once we get so much financial, you know, independence, I'm gonna put it that way, we tend to disassociate with our struggle that's at the core of our existence. And that's the problem.
And shout out to Rachel says, Dr. Mass Mechanic Walker, look up how much 318.62 is worth today, please.
I looked up 1960. I seen somebody said it was what, about $10,000. Okay, that's crazy.
It was around holiday time, around first of the month. I'm talking about that shit is crazy. You cutting hours around the time nigga need to pay bills. I gotta pay rent. And we got 32 hours this week, $400 check. Man, what the hell this shit gonna pay for? Nigga still gotta eat everything. Like, man, the shit ridiculous down here, I'm telling you. It was a point, I was getting paid $12 an hour to work on a machine. $12 to work on a goddamn machine. Boy, who the hell they think I was, man? I said, yeah, this shit ain't gonna last long. The most I got paid down here was $17.80. Yeah, $17.80. Yeah, everything they say true. I'm not gonna be biased. I'm not gonna act like, just white folks always in the wrong or something, but everything they say true. I done witnessed the racism, wrongful termination, all that type of shit. So, like, folks can't tell me how to think about this shit. Then it was just sad seeing, like, older people that done worked 20 plus years for these places. Like, they can't even hear, they can't walk right, all this type of shit. And it probably a 401k that they done built up. But man, sometimes that shit don't be worth it. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
And sometimes it just ain't there. I mean, Master and them company went bankrupt. They gonna pack their bags. Pensions is gone. Everything. Good luck. Go figure it out. And then just go ahead and grab something and go try to delete something. Like, it get real.
We lived it in our hometown. Shout out to all these northern steel mill towns. Shout out to Pittsburgh, Ohio, all of them. That's all that was around here. I remember back in the 90s, my mom's boyfriend at the time worked at the steel mill. I recall this. And even back then, they still had whites only water fountains in the steel mill. This is in the 90s, and it became an issue. And I remember it's all developing, but the steel mill wasn't tripping. And little did folks know, Mr. X, they were about to shut down. So folks trying to rally and, make a fuss, they shut down without any notice. And like you said, these affluent men that was taking care of their families, working triples and doubles, all of a sudden went from being who's who in their community to fiends. They lost their way of life. They lost everything they had. And like you said, they either turned to violence and or drugs. Synced it.
And shout out to EV, says the governor of Glaze, executive order, Yam, holiday, hear ye.
Hear ye, ninja. Hear ye, hear ye.
So here we go. We're going to put these ninjas in the sub and keep it moving.
Yeah, salute to the ancestors.
And by these ninjas, I mean this white guy back there hiding.
Yeah, you ninja.
The passengers of the doomed Titanic sub spent their last moments in total darkness looking for bioluminescent creatures out of the small window and listening to their favorite music. The new details of the 5 passengers' final moments have been revealed by the wife and mum of the father-son duo.
Wade in the water, wade in the water, diamond wade in the water. Something's gonna trouble the water. You better wade in the water. Yeah, man.
Shout out to all the righteous troublemakers out there, man. Shout out to the women and men that don't be just taking mess at their place of employment, standing up, for what they believe in. Shout out to the righteous troublemakers.
So here we go. We are talking about our black folks still on the plantation in 2026. I'm going to pull this video up here. We still in Mississippi. Hit the like button.
We started in the hills of Vicksburg, a beautiful but shrinking city on the Mississippi River.
Seems just from driving around here that there's almost like 2 Vicksburgs.
Yes. Well, that's one thing about Vicksburg. Nothing seems to last here anymore. Downtown Vicksburg used to be a thriving place, and it's dead. But now people have the alternative to go to Jackson to shop. I see at one time there used to be grocery stores just about on every corner. The only main grocery stores that we have here in Vicksburg now is Walmart and Kroger's. We had A&P's, we had Jitney Jungles, we had Piggly Wiggly's, not anymore. We got some pretty rough areas here. If you live here, you know where they're at, and try to stay away from them. And I mean, the way things are in these days and time, best place to be after dark is at home. People don't want to work. Drugs, and for them to get drugs, they don't work, guess where they get it? They steal it.
When you were a kid here, was there still Jim Crow?
Who?
Jim Crow laws and segregation?
Oh, yeah. Whites were whites and blacks were black.
You a lie, and the truth ain't in you.
He said, was there Jim Crow? He said, who? Who the hell is Jim Crow? My cousin? You talk about my cousin Jim? He ain't never bothered no blacks. He liked blacks. His grandfather used to have blacks. What does that mean, have blacks?
That took me out. That who took me out. He said, who that is? Who that you speak of? You know who and what. See, that's the thing. Jim Crow ain't just a who, it's also a what. It's a person and also a torture tactic. My goodness. You know exactly who he is. I'm over that. Shay, you heard him. They be giving up these indirect threats. He said the best place to be when the sun goes down is in your own house. You understand? Sundown. Take your butt on home. Otherwise, we're going to have us a picnic.
They stayed to themselves. White people stayed to themselves. We had some restaurants, cafes, and different places. Your doctor's offices. You had a door for the whites. You had a door for the colored. People don't think like it now like they did back then, because all the people that thought like that are dead and gone.
You a lie, and the truth ain't in you.
That's a lie. All right, he gonna say they don't think like that no more. All them people gone. You still here, Ninja. You was raised by them people. Like, we gotta stop. Y'all just don't start learning new habits. Y'all just don't got enough power. Y'all broke and destitute and disenfranchised. But if you had any damn money and power and land, you would try to practice some of that stuff. You just sad. That's all.
You are an insult and a disgrace to your clan ancestors, as Sister Ebony D would say. That is it. That is all. If you don't think that way no more, no, if you are a white person and you really are against racism and hatred and evil behavior, say it with your chest. Don't sit there and say, oh, I don't think those people around anymore. Say, I detest those thoughts. You know what I mean? Speak it. To let us know that you hate the hate. He like, you know, we had white dolls, black dolls. You was black, we was white. It was what it was. You're complacent with it. Stop. You most likely got a Confederate flag hanging up in your den above your deer head.
Because all the people that thought like that are dead and gone.
Man, we got some good and bad. There's a young guy, you know, I don't remember out there. You hear him on TV, you see him on TV. Somebody shot down, somebody got robbed. Keep yourself and build yourself, you know, and leave all that nigga shit alone. Try to make that money, hard to make that money around here. Ain't no way. Like a guy like him, walking like that, they'll try to rob him. But you done bust him motherfucker, leave him down there, leave him bust.
Hell! This dude, man, it's rough. They up in this old shack, still got the wooden siding. Like, this house was built in the 1800s, probably 17, who knows? And he up in there, them cornrows is through. My God. And he said, everybody get robbed. He said, the YNs, he said, you see the fiend walking. He said, they'll pull up on you, get out, you know, wop, wop, hit you with the pew-pew and check your pockets and then pull off.
Leave you with rabbit ears in the gutter, wondering what done happened. Yeah. And then he gonna say, stay away from ninja-ish. Easier said than done, I would imagine, in this level of desperation. Oh, I would pay to see the inside of that abode. I would pay. I know it's wild. Probably got a daggone potbelly stove in the middle of the daggone room, keep it warm. Wow, y'all don't get it. Look at this individual. Them daggone cornrows gonna turn to corn dreads ASAP, instantly. Them things ain't never coming out.
What do most people do for work around here?
We got a lot of business around here. Churches, got Kentucky, Popeyes.
You worked at churches?
Yeah, I was there 26 years.
26 years? All right.
I quit.
What was it like around here when you were a kid? How was Vicksburg?
What fuck is you talking about? Fuck is you talking about?
He said he worked at Church's Chicken for 26 years and then he quit. No pension, no Merc, no 401k. That's wild as hell. They owe you something. And why you quit after 26 years? You done gave your life to Church's Chicken. He said, then I quit.
You just said the answer. God dang it. Him saying I quit is the only way he can hold on to his pride, Miss X. He was there for 26 years. He thought he had some leverage. He went back there, talked to his manager, said, hey, I've been here for 26 years. I've been here longer than anybody else. Y'all about built this place around me. He said, you know, Can I get a little raise, a little something? You know, a little pizza party, something, a gift card to Walmart. They said, we in the lunch rush. Get back out there, boy. And the only way he could hold on to any pride and manhood, he had to say, you know what? Y'all ain't gonna respect me. I quit. Did that make a situation better? I gotta say, heck no. But he quit, and he's a man.
Years. All right.
I quit.
What was it like around here when you were a kid? How was Vicksburg?
Go to school, get your education, skip school, touch your ass. Tear your ass up. You go to school then. I ain't looking for no woman. I ain't thinking of a woman. It's a headache. I don't fuck around like that, no. Because these women out here don't know what they got. You don't know if she got AIDS, sick, going with her. They don't tell you.
Relax.
Oh. You smell something, a woman coming, I done done something wrong with her.
Great to meet you. We appreciate it.
Shout out to this dude. He down so bad. All right, it appears that he on the short bus. He up here talking about funky Kudakata and she might have something. And you got to speak for yourself. We can only imagine the type of lizards and just crackhead, evil women that's even in your dating pool.
Listen here, boy. I'm pretty sure he done heard a knock on that door. Looked out that window one fateful night. He thought he saw a boo hag. Yeah, go ahead, Google boo hag. And he right. He's speaking some truth with his walkie self. Any sister come knocking on your door because they short on their rent. Yeah, I got to imagine they are god dog. They come to see you. My heart go out to you, sisters. Y'all got to go wash and shave yourself and say, I got to go see this ninja for this $40. He ain't got 40. He got $15.78.
Well, that's why they ain't washing or shaving. Yeah, you going look. They ain't washing, shaving, nothing. He just said it. He get funky Kudakata at best.
He indulging. Don't let him lie to you.
I done done something wrong with her.
Great to meet you. We appreciate it. Learn a lot about the city talking to you.
All right.
Keep it real out here, Earl.
I'm trying to.
We drove into Claiborne County. This was once among the country's richest counties, with massive cotton plantations worked by slaves. Today, it's both the blackest and poorest county in America. 88% of its people are black, and the average household income is $28,000. You might think that people here would be bitter, but that's not what we found in the town of Port Gibson.
Claiborne County has been here a long time, and it's nothing like what it used to be. It was a flourishing town at one time.
There is 1,100 people in this town. They say this is the poorest county in America. All right. In the whole country, the poorest county. And in this little city, it's only 1,000 folks. So I couldn't imagine $28,000 median income or it's a lot. They oh man.
Shout out to the new term today, servers. You know, these kids saying it's a heck of a server to be born into. It's a heck of an existence to be born into. This a wild server. Can you imagine? Like, you born into this, you don't know what you don't know. You just born in whatever the heck this town is, Vicksville. You don't know. It's your life. They out there chilling. There's no difference from, you know, the locals hanging outside the local bar and them sitting here hanging outside. I don't know what that is. The old city hall building, the courthouse, the lynching block. I don't know. But this is their reality. I get it. It's just wild. It's wild to observe.
Really?
We had clothing stores, furniture stores.
Now we got to ride to Vicksburg and Natchez to
get a pair of stockings.
A pair of drawers or something.
We're a poor county, and we should be the richest one because we got that nuclear plant right down there on the coast.
Why is it so poor when you do have that huge plant right there?
Yeah. Our county, they couldn't agree. Our supervisors and people in our, they couldn't agree on what they wanted to do, and they argued back and forth, so the state took it over.
I know now this is one of the blackest counties in the country.
Exactly. That's what happened when you ain't got no representation. So, you know, it is what it is. They done built a whole nuclear power plant, and she said they couldn't figure out what to do with the funds. All right, the people on the board and the mayors and the state and all these people locally, the local people couldn't figure out nothing. So the state took it over and y'all get nothing.
No employment. One of the things I'm learning, that whenever these big companies come into a town, there's negotiations. You know, the town says, hey, you can build it, but you're going to hire the majority of people from this town. You can build it, but you're going to support this. You know, you're going to pay into this. You're going to be here in this town. You're going to contribute to it. But like you said, when you have representation, they come in and do whatever the heck they want to do. Y'all in this town, and they going to move in a couple hundred people from Minnesota that they friends, and they're going to come in and run this whole meal and don't know nothing about the town. Happens a lot, but this is crazy. Like you said, no representation.
Man, so here we go. And I see Rachai saying they burnt Vicksburg down after Civil War a lot. And we showed y'all the videos. So these are the descendants of the people we just showed y'all in Mississippi. They are not that far removed. So them folks we're showing y'all, these could be some of them kids we seen in them videos and stuff like that. Like those are their parents and whatnot. So they ain't that far removed. I mean, they're in a sunken place.
Heck of a server, heck of an existence, man. Heart goes out to them. Wow.
Our supervisors and people in our, they couldn't agree on what they wanted to do, and they argued back and forth, so the state took it over.
I know now this is one of the blackest counties in the country.
State, yeah.
Was it like that when you were kids, or were there more white people here?
It was more white people. And the more black came in and moved into neighborhoods, they moved out.
So you remember when it was segregated?
Yes, it was horrible. It was horrible. I tell you one thing I can remember vividly. We had a corner drugstore up on this street up here. White people could go in the front door. We would have to go on the side street and go in the back door. They would not integrate their private schools, so they forced us. They bused us there. The majority of the white, they went to private schools. So eventually, they moved to different locations. So now all the neighborhoods that we consider white neighborhoods, they're not there anymore.
It's called white flight. So like the dude said earlier, there was 2 doors, one for black, one for white. Even with school integration, we just show some of them videos, and we'll probably show more in the future. But when them schools were integrating, white folks was not happy at all. Like you said, black folks was just excited to get out of them shacks we showed y'all. They was going to school in shacks with no ventilation, no nothing. Going to school, they ain't had no shoes, bare feet, you know. So they like, look, we gonna get to go to a decent school and they were excited for the opportunity. And white folks said, hell no. So in places like this, they would just move. All right, let's go. Let's all move to this county and all our kids can go to school here. Let's get away from the ninjas.
You know, I know how, you know, racism, you know, affects me as a human. And it's not in my face today. I've dealt with some in your face racism, but not so much today. But with our folks like this, my goodness, they recall going to the doctors. I mean, the pharmacy sick, and you got to go in the blacks only door back in the alleyway, you know, and they tell these stories or these happenings like it was so normal, just status quo. They don't talk about his back alleyway is trash back there, probably damn rabid dog you got to deal with just to get in there to get some damn cough medicine. My point is, these things are a lot darker than even they can really recall. They don't care to recall the extreme darkness of it. And I hate it. I hate that for them. It's just dark.
Man. And EV says, stop voting popularity and vote qualified.
There you go. What are we saying? Vote on the local level.
There you go. And we got to raise the next generation of politicians. So that's another thing. To hell, I think we got to raise everything we want. We got to do it ourselves. That's just my theory. If we want, you know, to police our own communities, we got to teach our kids to be police officers. And all of our kids should grow up and be policemen and teach them if they want to be senators or represent us. We need to raise them to do such. And we can take our own power back and vote for our own people. But to keep voting for folks who don't give a damn about you, don't matter who you vote for, they don't care.
And where does that process begin? You just described, Mr. X. It starts with getting the nuclear family back together. That's the start. You ain't about to raise up proper attorneys, police officers, and doctors today without a solid 2-parent household, as we always say.
It's only blacks. It's some history. And I lived through it. Thank God I'm still here.
That's some of it right here.
And this is a Confederate monument right here, isn't it?
Yes, and they're going to take it down.
What do you all feel, the fact that that's even still up here?
It don't bother me.
It don't bother me either, because you can't change history. That's history. Some people need to know this.
How do you make sense of the fact that after segregation ended, so much stuff here got worse?
Georgia
the white
Black
people was up in the office. They was doing things that they didn't supposed to do, but they kept the town going. After we got in there, things just went down.
Because we like a bucket of crabs.
They arguing about everything.
Yeah, one get to the top, they pull them back down.
It's wicked. Well, they say, after segregation ended, they say things were still okay because white folks were still in charge. But once we, got in charge, they took their resources with them. We talk about this. So white flight, we're going to take all of our resources, or the people we know, our connections, the money, everything on dry up, and y'all can figure it out yourselves. But like you said, these are people that left the plantation with nothing. When y'all left the plantation, like we say, those slave owners got reparations, $300 per slave minimum. All right, we got nothing. So it's to understand where they at, you must understand where they came from.
These are the systematic obstacles. You right on. So you say, oh, why can't y'all do it yourself? White man set the system up. He got his connections, his resources. He says, okay, you know what? Y'all want to deal with this town yourself? Now we gonna leave. And here's the rules. Here's who you call for this. Here's the connections. We're gonna give you a fair shot to do it yourself. They says, no, we taking everything. We leaving you with ignorance and questions. Now run this town. That's the systematic part. Oh, why can't y'all do it yourself? The system put in place was made sure that we couldn't do it ourselves. And from the very beginning, the effects of chattel slavery just continue to trickle down.
That's it. And shout out to Rachai. Says Gavin X, you've got to be the change you want to see. Yes, the younger generation needs to raise the future leaders. Listen and keep the lessons.
Amen, OG. That is us. Shout out to the curse breakers. We are the change we want to see. Salute, OG.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
And EV says the podcast community can propel the next politicians.
Okay, huh? The revolution shall be podcasted. I'm here for it.
Man. And Project Leroy been a member 2 months, says they just didn't leave, they stole resources.
Yes, they took everything. White flight.
Yeah, as they do, yes.
I prefer, the white people be back in there.
I hate to say it, but it's the truth.
Yeah. That's how it's psychological. That's why the title of tonight's show is Mental Change. So right now, they say black people are in charge, but they just said, we wish white people was back in charge. We wish he said, I don't want to say it, but it's true. I wish they was, because it'll be different.
A part of their plan once again. God dang it. What is it? I think it is the Willie Lynch doctrine. And it spells out how to keep this going. There's just certain things you put in place. All these are subsequent effects. That's why I get so worked up. Like, they didn't start these tactics in this town at this time. 100 years ago, it was already set in place, and it's just carrying out. Black folks thinking white man's ice is colder. Right here. She can acknowledge the crabs in the bucket, but don't know why that is there. I said, no criticism for the sister, but there's a lack of understanding, because that's a wild thing to say. I wish the white man was still here.
And there you go. So they say anytime black folks get in control, people are fighting for power. So now it's like, who's in charge? I want to be in charge. No, I want to be in charge. No, we should do this. No, we should do this. And people can't get on the same page and unify.
Hate it. It's part of their plan. We still fighting these demons. It is demonic, by the way.
So have you been on Church Street?
No, we just got here.
Okay. You need to go up Church
Drive
Street.
up Church Street.
That's Church Street right there.
There's a lot of churches on that street.
And Annabelle Home.
Annabelle Home.
At a nearby soul food restaurant, the owner, a pastor, was more concerned about people's faith than their money.
Opened in 2019. Hadn't had the big borrow still. God has always kept his word. He's always provided. I don't have it open for my health. Okay? A lot of times I get more out of it than just sitting and talking. I love the little town. You know, it has its low balls, low parts. But at the end of the day, you know, like if I was born and raised here, it's like Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz said, there's no place like home. I was raised by some old people that knew how to take sandwich breads and make a sandwich bread sandwich. I know how to make it. But for young people that looking to strive and succeed in life, there's really nothing for them to do.
This county, Claiborne County, is perhaps the poorest county in all of America.
We're still okay, but we could be better.
You a lie, and the truth ain't in you.
Shout out to the boomers. All right, shout out to this brother. So he's some old pimping pastor back in the day and cleaned his ways up. Got a little restaurant. All right, look at him. Still look like he cleaned up. He don't look Mississippi rough. All right, you look like you up in Atlanta or something.
Got his gold teeth. Got his fancy collared shirt on. All this. Oh, try not to yell. How the pastor always. He got his nice car in the background. I seen that Chrysler. Seen what's that Chrysler Pacifica? He's right clean. Ishing on folks in the poorest place in the United States. Still ishing on them, stunting on them. He probably got speakers in the back. You know, he got 212s in the back of that Pacifica.
Never about you and me. It's all about the people that we serve. This place is rich in history. It's rich in civil rights. We had the boycotts. We had the marches. We saw state troopers back in the day shooting in our churches. We saw some of our African-American sisters and brothers get beat down. So I lived it.
You remember?
Yeah, I remember it. But I also learned that to have respect and love for my fellow man, no matter who you are. You see God first. Try to treat your neighbor right. And everything else falls in place.
Another pastor at the restaurant attributed the area's plight to a lack of faith and discipline.
Our parents made us wake up on Sunday morning. You had to go to church. Now I think more parents these days give their kids an opportunity to choose. And of course, they're going to choose what the flesh desires. We have quite a few kids in our congregation out there. We just thank God for them when we get them. We just try to tell them and show them a better way than the one that they're seeing.
What we've been trying to essentially understand is how you explain that gap.
Where did the rift happen?
Yeah.
The rift happened when the parents stopped doing what their older parents did, teaching them the ways of the Bible.
Hell! I'm trying to listen. I don't even like that K on your shirt, first of all. And shout out to Rashad. Like you said, these is old boomers. These men have submitted. You know, it's unfortunate. These, you know, shout out to Rashad, the OGs, Baba T. You know, this ain't them. Rashad and them up north, they in Chicago. All right, these brothers still down south. It's hard to break them mental chains.
I just saw a video today. I had no idea that how significant the Ohio River was as far as slavery and freedom. And it makes sense. I'm like, I was wondering, like, why did so many of my folks come from Louisiana and wound up in Michigan? Michigan was damn as far north you could go. I didn't realize that. I ain't that too good at geography. I said, holy cow, Ohio, you know, was Ohio, I think definitely Michigan. But yeah, everybody came up north and to get away from this madness. But this here, they still bought this mentality. This I was saying, they bought this mentality from down south up north. This ninja fit right in somewhere up in Pontiac, lying and preaching on the corner somewhere.
And teaching them what would make you successful spiritually. Because when we talk about spirituality, we're talking about a fundamental knowledge of right and wrong. It's more so I do what I want to do when I want to do it, how I want to do it. And whoever gets in the way and falls by the way say, oh, well, we lean toward what feels good and what we see. And what are they seeing all the time? Whether it's videos or YouTube or this or that, the things that they're seeing are things of the world. They're not seeing very much spiritual.
So what should we eat here? What's the best food you got? What do you recommend? So the reason we do these videos is to go out and capture the world without bias or fear.
Exactly. So they done put that good old food. Shout out to them. This ninja said, I'd be damned if I come to Mississippi and don't bust down. Give me that fried chicken, them yams, them collards, that mac, that muffin. Where it at? I'm hungry right now. Hell, where this place at? Take us down south, Richard. We coming.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. Our food is sacred. It's supposed to be soul food. Our food got soul in it. We got, as my understanding, we got more taste buds than our, than the Viking men and women. It is what it is. That explains some things. I've been doing some YouTube research. Why white folks don't mind bland food. They like to eat food for the texture. They say it's the mouth feel. That's wow. But so as soon as they get some of this good old soul food, they don't know what hit them. They could hate your guts, hate your skin, hate your soul, but they gonna sit down there, pray to white Jesus while they eat your good old soul food. He should have had to do something for this, like do a ceremony, a ritual or something for you eat this food. Go out there, get on your knees and pray in that cotton field before you eat this chicken.
And yeah, there was a part here. I don't know if we missed it or what, but when they were out here talking, y'all see that statue in the back. I don't know if I think they made mention to it, but that's the old war general. So that's an old Confederate statue up there to the top left. And he asked them about it. Like, what do y'all think about this statue here? And they were pretty much like, it's been there. They're trying to get it down, but they like, it is what it is. They were pretty defeated about it.
Look at that. He up there high. God dang, they didn't immortalize that evil ninja. Look at that. And see, this is why I get triggered. We are constantly told not to honor our ancestors. Forget them. They immortalized theirs and they reap the benefits. I keep telling y'all, it's a curse.
In the place where we know there's 90% black people in this county, it's the poorest place on earth. Well, man, why don't y'all just do it yourselves? Who's stopping you?
That's the most wicked part. They got us honoring their ancestors. That's the core of my rage. Yeah, we do it. They probably walk past there and say, bless old Robert Lee. Is that who that is? Robert E. Lee? Shout out to Project Leroy. Goodness gracious.
What do you recommend? Slavery ends and the cotton industry. The same reason this area is so poor today is the reason it used to be so rich. Slavery and cotton. The freed slaves did not prosper, and the cotton industry collapsed. Today, beautiful antebellum buildings are signs of what was once here, and nowhere is the wealth of the past more apparent than the Windsor ruins. This is a massive mansion built by one of the biggest slaveholding families in the area. They finished it in 1861, the same year the Civil War started. 1865, slavery ends, the entire economy here goes into flux. So you had, obviously, the white people lost a lot of their wealth when they lost slavery and when the Civil War ended and all of this. And then black people never really had wealth here. By the 1950s and 1960s, they started to build up some because you had...
Man. Hell! And look at this place. So what y'all are seeing is the remnants of what's left of this place. I think he showed a photo. That's it here. So...
Street collapsed. Today, beautiful antebellum buildings are signs of what was once here.
They showed, nowhere is let them go. They showed the actual picture of this. This was actually a whole building. All right, a whole slave build or a plantation. The big house is a big house for the owner. Look, all right, that was the footing for the pillars and everything around it, and it got done getting built in 1861, like he said. So 1861 was the start of the Civil War to end slavery. And this dude, they just got done building this huge mansion. They let the good times roll. Slavery about to go on for another 200 years. They was getting prepared. And then the Civil War break out and they burnt it down to the ground, apparently.
Just columns left. What is it? What's the significance of those columns? I gotta look into that. Them columns, man, they are eerie. Every time I see those, I believe that's got like some Roman or Greek influence from it, but all I remember or think of is chattel slavery. That's wild. That is wild. They burned it down. Glory be.
All the industry here, it left. Everywhere you go here, the story is pretty much the same thing. There was a lot of stuff that used to be here, and now it's gone. And here, this is, a plantation family, but whether it's the wealthy white landowners or the poor black people who then were freed slaves and went and worked in the towns, everyone here saw the same story. Wealth disappeared, and that's how this became the poorest place in the entire country. I mean, this is the story of this whole area and what happened to it.
There you go. So that was the photo of it. All right, they built this grand plantation. They was like, look, all this money we making. This was in 1861. All right, slavery had been going on for 400 years. These people that made so much damn money, we talking about centuries, went on for hundreds of years. And now they like, you know what? We got, we about to build the biggest, grandest, big house on this plantation. And as soon as they get done building it, the Civil War break out to end slavery and all that. Good riddance.
Small victories in the face of defeat. We'll take it. Look at that structure there. The first floor porch is a story high. They want to play it. God, no, it's cold. It's a cold structure. They made it hot and burned it down, but it was cold. Got the double porch. They knew how to live opulent lives, boy. On our back. This is why we demanded reparations. This money did not come out of thin air. It came out of our blood, our bone, our souls. That's how they got this.
Yeah, who do we think built this? Black men did it for free. Built this whole thing, believe it or not.
Built the White House, built everything. That's why we screaming reparations. We built this country. Y'all stole it from us. You are evil.
Man. And Rachel says, you're correct, Dr. Walker. Willie Lynch papers.
There we go. Willie Lynch, evil mother sucker.
And Sister Rachel come back, says Mississippi currently the only state officially celebrates April as a Confederate Heritage Month. Why didn't Black people stop this? Shaking my head.
Confederate Heritage Month. Okay, I can't even keep up no more. Well, we in June now, right? Supposed to have Juneteenth coming up. It's also Pride Month.
Yeah. And the thing is, Rachel, like you said, even though there's numbers, they have no power. So that's just what it boils down to. We're going to continue to talk about this tonight, but yeah, even in that city where it's 90% Black people, they have no control. How is that even possible?
Disenfranchised. It was made that way. It ain't because of our shortcomings, and we don't make excuses. We ain't victims. We have been victimized, but yeah, it's not because of our shortcomings. It was made to be that way.
Had factories, you had the cotton gins, you had stuff where everyone here saw the same story. Wealth disappeared, and that's how this became the poorest place in the entire country. I mean, this is the story of this whole area and what happened to it. The town of Fayette. Here, despite being an extremely poor area, people just seem not to really think about it. They were focused on their own lives.
My name is Sharonica.
Sharonica.
Like Veronica, but with Shell.
Sure. Veronica, what's your shirt? Hey.
This is Fayette.
Yeah, what should we know about Fayette?
And I swear you blink and it disappear. But some fairly nice people around here, and I'm one of them. I'm so inebriated, but I have 4 children. My kids are my everything.
How is it raising 4 kids? That's gotta be tough.
No, actually, I'm raising 2, my sons, but they're not with me. They're with their fathers. Trying to get myself together. Like I said, motherhood and parenthood.
Come on, man.
You learn something new every day.
You a lie, and the truth ain't in you.
Her shirt says, not my problem. All right. She says she's drunk, inebriated. She can try to be as educated as she wants. She's drunk while she's trying to get her life together and get her kids back. Because the kids is with their daddy, and she's trying to get her life together at the bottom of a gin bottle.
You said gin bottle. That was too damn specific, Miss X. They love them some Seagrass bumpy gin. Bumpy face gin is what they call it, huh? Where you at, OG Richard? What you know about that bumpy face gin bottle? Oh my goodness. Bonquisha-ism is even down in the sweltering heat of the South. This is Bonquisha. You drunk on camera. Go interview somebody else. She got tattoos across her back of her kids that she ain't got custody of. Pathetic. No excuse. You a mom and you lose custody of your kids because you day drink. You constantly drunk. At best, you constantly drunk. At best.
But they are in good places. I FaceTime my babies every day. They're my twins, have my whole skin. It's a lot of mixed emotions, and I'm a Libra, so I need the balance in my life. It's great.
Hell! Yeah, then she gonna walk in the house and call the Dale Kundra show, talking some 666. She's talking about my kids are great. They look like me. They're in a good place. You know, this woman.
They mama most likely is a raging alcoholic. They can't. It's impossible for them to be in a good place. Impossible. It's, you know what? I hate to say it. It's kind of some science to it. You ain't about to be out there halfway functioning, drinking, you know, cognac and bourbon, but gin has less toxins in it. And you know, you could probably halfway function throughout the day without being. I think that's the science, because a lot of these folks drink gin. Shout out to my mama. You know, my mom used to keep a little flask of Bumpy Face and go out and be hooting and hollering. So some science to it. They are being smart drunks.
Like that. Like, I'm hoping my son's birthday is in 2 days.
Trauma dump. Come on. Bring
Excuse me. If you don't take care of yourself, who will?
This area is quite poor, right? Has it always been that way?
Tell the truth and shame the devil. No, it's always been a nice place. Because like I say, this is home. At the end of the day, this is home. So.
How you doing?
Oh, all right.
I'm Max.
Lord Queen Pum Pum?
All right.
Yeah, hang on. Pum Pum.
Pum Pum.
P-O-O-8, P-O-O-8, Pum Pum.
Pum Pum.
Yeah.
What do people do around here? Are there...
Well, they work and you know, they know a lot of people around here walk around. And
There's jobs around?
no, I'm not around there, no.
No?
They need home, but it ain't no around.
I remember when I lost my mind. Oh, I'm just about to lose my mind.
This ain't it. What the hell? I'm getting like 50 shades of Plantation. Like, come on. This one of God's special babies. It's like he riding around looking for special babies, or maybe everybody's special babies. We don't know. What the hell? Why they got the couch on the front porch? I'm disturbed.
He riding around getting content at this point. And
Now,
you
well,
want them out.
listen, why is this woman a grandma and a baby at the same time? Like, what the hell? I'm disturbed.
Mama, what? Grandbaby, grandma. Not uncle. What was that? What's that weird? Uncle, father, uncle, brother, whatever. Baby grandma. We go talk about this daggone swap meet, daggone knockoff Victoria's Secret pink get up she got on. I ain't never seen nothing like this. And you watch her mouth. Her name is Queen Poo Poo, Mr. X. Queen Poo Poo. You will address her as such? Yeah, say it again. Queen Poo Poo. The narrator said what? She said P-O-O-H, P-O-O-H, Poo Poo. Mother sucker. And that couch, PSA, if you have porous sitting things, if you have porous couches and chairs on your porch, you are a hillbilly. That is nasty as heck. Especially, come on, it's just absorbing moisture and mold. Nasty, absolutely gross. That triggers me. That's an inside the house couch on the porch.
There we go. I was about to say, just to put it more plainly, if you got interior furniture outside, egregious.
Stop. That's so nasty.
How about like, is it safe?
Yeah.
It is safe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
You know, sometimes you might have to walk your back, but not all the time. So I ain't got no name around me. I don't got no lot of people. I got me mama.
Fayette, Mississippi. Yeah, down south. And we just laid back trying to live, trying to make it down here. We all is one.
Is it coming up?
Well, yeah, slowly but for sure. Back when I was like 13, 14 year old, everything up and through here was open. And everybody was dying to come here. It's all right now, but it ain't the best.
It's one of the poorest places of the country. Why do you think that is?
That's because they being selfless. They want to keep all the money for themselves. Everybody taking out the box. That's why we ain't growing.
Man, like I said, I don't think he's intentionally doing this. There you go, Sister Nisi. I'm just sitting here, and them guys, they are down in Mississippi.
Harder, 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 harder. This shit get harder, 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 harder. This shit get harder, 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 harder. What up? Fuck it. I love my father. This shit get harder and harder. We in my bed right now, we turning. I don't give no fuck about no honey. Hey, you ain't with us, you burn, baby. Hey, this shit get harder and harder. Hey, sometimes you get smarter and smarter. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Look at me, man. This shit get harder and motherfucking harder. Got my rubber boots on and shit. I ain't got shit, check it. This shit get harder and harder. Mr. Black on the thing, nigga, I'm a starter. So once again, another end when I tell you it's a part of the life that I'm living, getting money, baby. This shit get harder, 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 harder. This shit get harder, 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 harder. This shit get harder, 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 harder.
This is wicked. And like I said, it's no coincidence that they are in Mississippi. That's wild.
It's so dark. It's so dark. I think he's doing this on purpose. I think he's going around. He finding the most colorful characters, and he walking up on. He done walked up on some respect, but these brothers, this is freaking frack. That brother had on that fitted hat. Don't know where he got. Come on, man, King. He got that hat from the local Chinese buffet. I keep telling you that shirt too.
His shirt say paper chaser. This one of Futon's bag chasers right here. So they out there getting it in Mississippi.
I ain't into like youthful wear like that, but that shirt kind of go a little hard for what I can see. I like the little money bag, dude.
This is craziness. Hit the like button.
And up and through here was open. And
it is.
That's because they being selfless. They want to keep all the money for themselves. Everybody taking out the box. That's why we ain't growing.
Through here, we had passed through a number of communities that, while not rich, seem neither as poor nor troubled as one might expect for the country's poorest county. That changed as we entered the forest, though. Where are we?
We're in Huntsville.
How is it?
Poor. We ain't got a whole lot of money here. We do good. We sit there and drink our beer and bullshit. You know how to survive because you're poor. We poor people know how to make it. So know how to build a fire. Know how to go fishing, know how to go hunting. A lot of people don't.
We're in Huntsville, Mississippi, home of the hustlers.
Can we ask you about it?
Yeah.
All right, before they get to Nug Nug, this is about to get dark. Shout out to OG, the OG Fiends. He got his Dallas Cowboy hat. Just random gear. Like these, I mean, they be getting gear like people in Africa where they be dropping off. All right, it'd be like the Dallas Cowboys, the 2001 NFL Super Bowl champs, just a one-off misprints, stuff that didn't work out. Here we are.
Shout out to recovering Unk, atoned Unk. He may be off, but yeah, listen here. That muscle definition you see, no, he ain't working out. He ain't lifting no weights. No, this is genetics and crack. The same that we used to know Fiend. They used to always walk around and he used to be like, look at my muscles. Look at it. Yes, I swear. I almost remembered his name. He used to work on cars. Every time he came around, I don't know, crack kind of do something to your muscles. I don't know. Was crack like the first Ozempa?
So one thing about it, I say two things is true. Like he ain't in the gym working out, but his whole life is a workout. It's harder and harder. Talking about he constantly probably working on cars and houses, walking everywhere, riding bikes. Like his life is a workout. Y'all don't get it.
He fit as a fitter. I ain't hate
eating much, malnutritious, And then the crack probably depleting your water in your body, so he just dried out. And
there you go. Hey, down there you go. He ain't got no water weight. Alcohol drying them up. God dang it. Shout out to genetics. Look good though.
We got some super chat.
Shout out to the brother James Horton. Good to see you, brother. Been a member for 4 months. Say shout out to the Truth Over Lies SBC Nation.
Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, Mr. Jersey Worthy. Good to see you. Says Mr. Walker, I'm from Orlando. Please look up, what's that? The OCOEE massacre in 1920. I'm a screenshot. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Appreciate you, Rachel. Says genetics and crack. When is Dr. Walker's story are coming? Y'all don't want to see. It's just darkness. All my stories is dark. I'm gonna try to be up here trauma dumping. Shout out to the brother Squeegee Kids, the stat goat himself. Good to see you, man. Says first time in Savannah in 2009, Georgia. I was on the beach and white mom and her daughter walked by. Daughter says, "Mama, the houses here are so pretty." The mom replied, "They all used to look like that before the war of northern aggression." The war of northern aggression. Wow. Not civil war, not a war to help other humans be treated as human, but the war of northern aggression. Wow.
Oh.
God damn.
Wicked work. Appreciate you, Squeegee.
Appreciate you, Sister Rachel. Says, FYI, data centers are planned for 49 states now, too. The AI takeover is here. Ain't no fighting it.
Yeah. I mean, the more we keep using it, they got to get fed. So it's unfortunate.
It's over.
And as far as this, I'm letting this keep going. But like I said, this is far from a laughing matter, but sometimes we got to laugh through the pain. It ain't, you know what I mean? It ain't a joke, but we can't sit up here crying. We got to find solutions and try to make some light because this is darkness.
This is a part of our resilience. This is why there's hatred towards us. And I've said it before. Through all of this, we are up here sitting observing madness. Look at these characters. But all we can do is laugh and, look forward to a brighter future. That's all we can do.
Know how to go fishing, know how to go hunting. A lot of people know.
We're home in Mississippi, home of the hustles.
Can we ask you about it?
Yeah, it's straight down here, man. It's just country, camping, you heard me? Yeah, we home of the hustler, you hear me? Very slow out here, it's a country town. We barbecue up there, we go shoot pool over there. And that's the playground up there, we shoot basketball, sell crickets over there.
What do you buy crickets for? Is it like for fishing bait or?
Bluegill, catfish, kill deer, we hunt, shoot squirrels out the trees and shit and eat them too, We live off the land. Trump ain't give us no food stamp there, man. He gave me $16, man. We need to write a letter to him. Get that on camera, If we need a ride, we'll catch 18-wheeler, man,
Nearby, we
just hopping rides. He in there said Trump only gave him $16 in food stamps. So they live off the land, they hunt. That's a good thing. You are in Mississippi. Y'all got a lot of waterways and whatnot, a lot of fishing. Y'all can hunt for different animals. Maybe not a lot of stuff people like to eat, like squirrels and stuff, rabbit, different stuff. But hey, it's a way of life.
It's good eating. I done had it. Rabbit, squirrel, yeah, I eat that any day. If we served up on a regular, that's some good eating. And I understand. I've rejected it when I first seen it until you eat it. Have one of these country folks cook it up for you in the stew. But I'm here for this. I believe this is part of fixing where we are now, getting back to living more off the land. There you go, at least fishing, growing supplemental, fruits and vegetables. Still got to use, the grocery stores, but becoming more self-sufficient. I'm going to continue to preach that. That's how we start to really get control and be in position to make demands. Shout out to the rapper artist Killer Mike. We got to become more self-sufficient in order to make demands.
And eat them too, We live off the land. Trump ain't give us no food stamp there, man. He gave me $16, man. We need to write a letter to him. Get that on camera. If we need a ride, we'll catch 18-wheeler, man,
Nearby, we met a group of young men who were products of this environment. For them, violence was a part of life.
Hey, tell me anything, nigga.
Here we go.
Call him Mr. No Jama, man. They call him Mr. No Jama. Ain't no come even play with me, man. Hey, we in Hermanville, Mississippi, though. Hermanville. Get money, man. We gonna get that money.
Out here, what's your guys' hopes? What's your ambition out here?
Oh, money. Gotta keep that money on.
Can you make money out here? Is it
Gotta
money?
get that money.
You ain't got no money,
No
you can't have no
job.
fun.
No job. No cap.
What do most people do? If you're not hustling, where do you go make some money?
Man, out here?
Probably gotta drive 30 minutes to an hour away from here.
Yeah, man.
Out here, is it safe or is it kind of crazy?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
My little brother, they died.
Your brother?
Yeah, he died here. That's when he died beside me.
Why is it? Mississippi's got a lot of gun violence.
A lot of violence.
We gonna increase it.
Terrible.
But what's the cause of it?
Because of hate.
Because of hate.
Because the other one doing better than the next one.
You hear me? They hate sitting there with money out here. So they gotta hate.
Hate seeing a ninja with money. Lost souls are poor brothers and sisters that ain't no money. And, you know, they can pull out a little $1,000, $800 out their pocket in the poorest place in America, and it goes a long way. And we know it's 90% black folks, so they getting the money from, you know, selling narcotics to other black people. To y'all, you know, one guy will be selling stuff to the other guy's mom, and then his auntie, and then his brother, your cousin. So it's diabolical, but, you know, it's very unfortunate.
This is the level of darkness I was waiting for. Kids out here selling product to their parents, to all their parental figures. So that's the only clients they have. Is their parents, uncles, and cousins. That is it. More trauma, more madness, poverty, and demonic activity. That brother there with the Scarface hoodie on. Out of nowhere, you heard him. He says, it's a little crazy, right? He said, yeah. He said, my brother just passed away. So he perished right next to me. Like, you cannot forget these things. These are not just happenings that you forget and don't have an effect on you. They affect you forever. Shout out to the one brother, the $1 million worth of game. Those two. You know, he always, the one light-skinned dude always talking about losing his brother, how he lost him. I hate seeing brothers recall that because those images, those smells, you can't get out your mind and they're stuck. The dude says, oh, you know, there's a lot of gun violence. The one dude said, we about to increase it. The ignorance and madness just continues. Appreciate your Devil Games. Been a member for 6 months. Says it's getting harder and harder. Appreciate your brother Black Babe. Been a member for 2 months. Says driving to Dallas Friday makes me want to avoid, what's that, Mississippi?
Man.
Appreciate your I Rock with Ray Moore. Good to see you, man. Says peace to the awesome duo. People don't realize places like this still exist. I found out quick as a child having to go down south for the summer. Ooh, that could be a mind F. Come from up north down south, see your cousins. Had to have some fun though, huh?
Before leaving, we met one man who's trying to ensure that the younger generation sees some of the hope that the older ones had.
Everybody's somebody in Hermanville.
There's a lot going on right now.
Great liquor stuff.
There's nothing to do here. So that's why you see them hanging out.
How do people make money around here?
But they go off and work. Most folks, they either self-employed, the nearest town like Vicksburg, like 30 miles away from here. Close sheriff department, 10 miles away. Fire department, everything is 10 miles away. Closest Dollar General is 10 miles away. And everybody got a Dollar General. If you see where that burning was down there, they did a bonfire. And we're always doing little stuff around here to try to bring the community close. The guy probably gonna put a screen up down there so they can watch Monday Night Football. I know they planning on putting some steaks. We hang out so much in the country because there's nothing else to do. It ain't no running over to the mall or going out to the movie station. So it's, you stay around with family. You just hang out. They listen to the music. There's nothing to do. They do that and they get up and they go home and get ready for work tomorrow.
Someone said this is the poorest county in America.
I believe that we're below poverty. We are below. It's not near. We are below poverty. And I think we'll be glad we just get up to poverty. We ain't even made it to poverty yet. The town looked like a tornado came through and just shot the trailers down. Sometimes you get stuck here in your younger age, and I advise the young people that's out there that live around this community, get out, go do some, come back.
That's what you did?
I got stuck here, but I advise all the rest of them get out. And then maybe when they come back, they're able to bring new ideas bring some of the money back from what they didn't make and want to start a business or invest in something to bring something here. Because that's what it's going to take for this community to grow. Other than that, they're going to stay lost. I don't want our kids to get stuck here, and I'd be blessed to have doing this something, so I take them to do so too. We took about 20 of them last year.
I'll say this, brother. You know, a lot of folks, people say, why don't they just leave? Easier said than done, especially once you have kids and all the stuff. But if you're just a single man or woman with no kids, I would suggest move. Just go out on a limb and a prayer, like figure it out. Especially as a man, move north somewhere, find you a job, a lady, find you a white woman to shack up with for a few months till you get on your feet. That's short-term reparations. Go and find you a big blowed out Becky. She'll house you and feed you for a few months, and it's a blueprint.
Yes, it is. For sure, right on. Tell the truth and shame the devil. We're going to shame the devil. We're going to talk about this addition they done built onto this trailer park here. This brother back here painting plywood, that's the exterior. Look at that there. Golly. Like, I'm all for doing it yourself and, down home innovation. But this ain't it. Golly, that's fresh. That's fresh construction right there. Glory be.
Yes. And I would say one thing about the South, like you said, they don't have to deal with harsh winters or anything like that. I learned that when I went to Jamaica. So, they can sort of get away with a lot of this cutting corners, not having to insulate and different things. It just pop the AC in and control the climate. And it's, pretty straightforward. But like you said, it's still wild, but they can get away with, like you said, they probably got water lines just running all over the place, not have to bury them and different stuff.
And that's part of my deal too. When we do work on becoming more self-sufficient, we need to go to the more warmer places so we don't have to deal with the, the toils of the winter. Are you right? True. There's a method to the madness, and bugs. That's the downside. The bugs don't die. They just evolve and get bigger and bigger. So you got to keep bugs out and water.
You just hang out. They listen to the music. There's nothing to do. They do that and they get up and they go home and get ready for work tomorrow.
So I said this is the poorest county in America.
I believe that we're below poverty. We are below. It's not near. We are below poverty. And I think we'll be glad we just get up to poverty. We ain't even made it to poverty yet. The town looked like a tornado came through and just shot the trailers down. Sometimes you get stuck here at your younger age, and I advise the young people.
And yeah, that's what he said. So nonetheless, he said they make the most out of it. They be putting up movie night for the kids, bonfires. He said he took his kids on a cruise, 5 days, just trying to something different. But a lot of stuff you just delaying the inevitable, hoping your kid can be one of the ones that do make it out, because there are some, but man.
And yeah, I like that part of it. Talking about the big old grill, setting up a movie screen outside. That's dope. That's my kind of carrying on. Shout out the first Carpet for the Horse meetup, whenever it takes place. That's going to be the vibe. We're going to be outside in the park. Somebody going to be, grilling, have some good old food. Yeah, we're going to keep it real country, my baby. We ain't bougie. That's some good carrying on. But in a perfect world, you're supposed to go out, be resourceful throughout the day. Then you come home after a day of being resourceful. Then you howl at the moon, drink a little moonshine, and chill with your brethren and sisters. That's beautiful. But sitting around all day drinking, then night drinking, that's a bit detrimental.
Yes.
Appreciate you, brother Sean Miller. Says this the younger version of the Harder and Harder crew. They gonna be there. Big shout out to Petty Sama, always coming through with 10, count them 10 Truth Over Lies memberships. We appreciate you, man.
Come on, just bring it. I need you to stand up. Why y'all not moving? Come on. Don't make me push. Don't make me push. Thank you, sir. There go money. She's touching you. Where they get that money? Where they get that money? I can see money from a long way.
Elder Gregory Kelly,
That's right. Come on.
$100.
Everybody get something in your hand. Come on and put it right here.
Elder Petty Sama, 10 memberships.
So here we go, folks. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. We're talking about mental chains. Right now, we're looking for solutions. I think Umar got some.
Umar, talk to us.
Your governor knows you don't want to organize. Congressional Black Caucus knows you don't want to organize. The black bourgeoisie know you don't want to organize. Chinese are in pursuit of power. Arabs are in pursuit of power. East Indians are in pursuit of power. Latinos are in pursuit of power. Anglo-Saxons are in pursuit of power. Black American, North American Negroes are in pursuit of pleasure and comfort. I'm gonna say it again. We suffer from the disease of irresponsibility. We want no responsibility for our own survival. We want no responsibility for our own redemption. We want no responsibility for our own longevity. Our behavior is not consistent with the Gospels of Christ as written by the Caucasians. We have been brainwashed into believing that if our behavior isn't consistent with the gospel of Christ as written by the Caucasian, then we are somehow ungodly. And we have been so brainwashed with this Christian Islamic concept of ungodliness that we would rather see every African on earth before we disobey the laws of the New Testament. So the Bible as a book printed by Caucasians is more important to African people than the survival of melanin-dominant people. We could care less if there was an extermination of melanin-dominant people.
Hell! Umar just be on his soapbox. All right. Like you said, for every one thing he might say right, some of the other stuff don't know. He'd be all over the place. And shout out to Ebony Dean, get the damn school open. All right. You be having an opinion about everything. At this point, Umar, you ain't nothing more than a damn YouTuber. You're a content creator. Yeah! Respectfully.
Come join the band, good doctor. Everybody floats over here. Real doctors, fake doctors, it don't matter. As you said, he touched on something, and I've kind of said it. It is an issue, but it's not all of us. Context is critical. We got to start being very clear. Too many of us are not looking to work towards power and authority and purpose. Too many of us are looking just for pleasure. I've said it. Impoverished people and rich people have the same goal: comfort and pleasure. Lived it. You live in the projects, all folks want to do is be comfortable. They never turn the AC off. They never turn off their lights. Every time income tax time comes, they buy a brand new living room suit and bedroom suit. They got to be comfortable, got to have a new car they can't afford. And it's diabolical, some truth, but it ain't all of us, Mr. Pander Man. Shout out to B. Wyatt. Says y'all speaking on that Rick Child, some of what tonight? I'm somewhat late to the show. Rick Child, not familiar, B. Wyatt.
I was gonna say, yeah, probably not. Maybe later on if we got time. I just actually found out about it. Yeah, so I think the Asian guy that in South Carolina. Maybe if we have time here, we got a couple one more video to get to, but yeah, maybe on the back end. That Asian guy down in South Carolina that deleted the black, I don't know if it was a boy or girl, I believe black boy that was stealing in their store. Then they chased him out of the store and chased him down the street and deleted him. And then they just got exonerated for it or something.
What? Okay. Shout out to B. Wyatt. I was unaware of that. My goodness.
Or something along them lines. I'm paraphrasing, but yeah, maybe we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
As long as the Bible is being upheld. A book has become more important than black people. I said a book has become more important than black people. And you keep running around telling me how much you've been saved. No disrespect. But how you going to be asking me if I'm saved? Because my next question, after you ask me, have you been saved? My next question, saved from what?
Uh-oh.
What exactly have you been saved from? You got Negroes running around with a modified Kemetic Ankh called the Christ, the cross, the crucifix, fabricated Ankh, plagiarized Ankh, bootleg Kemetic Ankh, saying you've been saved. And I'm trying to find out for the life of me, and I love all of you, but for the life of Ifatunde, for the life of Dr. Oguntade, can somebody explain to me what exactly have you been saved from? Because you keep telling me you've been saved. Have you been saved from police brutality? Have you been saved from mass incarceration? Have our children been saved from miseducation? Have we been saved from homelessness? Have we been saved from cancer? Have we been saved from political exploitation? Have we been saved from economic apartheid? Have we been saved of unemployment? Have we been saved of black on black crime? What exactly have you been saved from when you tell me you have been saved? Help me understand, overstand, and understand on this second day of the 98th anniversary of Negro History Week, started by the great Dr. Carter G. Woodson. The second week of February was chosen not by Caucasians, but by Dr. Carter G. Woodson because it included the birthday of Abraham Lincoln and my 4 times great-grandcousin, the most honorable Frederick Augustus Washington Bailey Douglas.
You a lie, and the truth ain't in you.
Umar, stop doing that. Let Frederick Douglass rest. Umar stressed that he got bloodline ties to him. He gonna say my 4-time great cousin, like such a distant relative. It might be my great cousin too, Umar, but I ain't gonna slip. You see what I'm saying? Like Grant, I guess, take pride in it. But I don't know if he taking pride in you. Like you got to stand on something. You're gonna be up here representing people like Frederick Douglass and all this.
There you go. Good question, though, coming from the good doctor, huh? He says, what have you convenient modern day black Christians been saved from? What is your answer? It ain't from oppression, huh? It's not from inhumane treatment. Where you been saved from, huh? Saved and cured of all your sins. That's the problem. And that's what they rely on. Oh, the Lord died for me, all my sins. I'm washed clean. I'm made anew. I.e., today I can do whatever I want to do because Jesus paid for it on the cross. So now I can be as egregious as I want to be. That is the modern understanding of the gospel today. And I hate it. Shout out to Umar with his wild self. He cooking a little bit. Cooking with water.
There you go. And it's such low-hanging fruit. Like, come on, Umar. So, nonetheless.
Black History Week, Negro History Week, became Black History Month in 1976 when President Gerald Ford, on the 50th anniversary of Negro History Week, 1976, decided to upgrade Negro History Week to Black History Month. That came from President Gerald Ford, 1976. In 2 years, we will be celebrating the centennial of Negro History Week. 1926 to 2026. In 2 years, 1926 to 2026, we will be celebrating the centennial of Negro History Week. 100 years of Black history, from Garvey to Ifa The most honorable Marcus Garvey was in prison when Dr. Carter G. Woodson started Negro History Week.
Yeah, if y'all wonder who is Ifa I believe he's talking about his damn self. So Umar say from Garvey back in 1926 all the way to 2026 with Ifa aka Dr. Umar, aka Donation.
AKA the king of consciousness, King Kong consciousness to be exact. It's the self-aggrandizing for me. I subscribe to a culture that says you cannot give yourself these haughty titles. You can't sit here and call yourself the Prince of Pan-Africanism, the King Kong of consciousness, if ain't nobody co-signing it. You see what I mean? Yeah, I never heard, anybody say, oh, the King Kong consciousness? I ain't never heard that ish. I grew up in an era where you cannot give yourself nicknames and titles. Your respected peers got to give them to you. Yeah, your nickname would have, I'm going to leave it alone, Umar.
And stop the hate. This is Dr. Umar. He is the most requested black scholar, all right, in the world, all right, and some more stuff.
I'm going to Google that because he always say that. He do. But if it's true, relax. A humble spirit from a powerful man goes a long way. But are you a powerful man?
No doubt he was influenced by Marcus Messiah Garvey. Removing black history from the textbooks, removing racism from the textbooks, removing slavery from the textbooks. 2 years away from the centennial of Black History Month, and y'all crying because white people don't want to teach black children who they are and where they come from. It's not their job. It's not their job. It's not their job. It is not the job of the Caucasian to teach African children where they come from. Would you please cut it out? Would you please cut it out? Would you please cut it out? It is not the job of the oppressor to educate the oppressed. We are 2 years away from the centennial of Black History Month, 1926 to 2026, and we still crying about white people not teaching black children where they come from. Will you please wake up? We can teach black history in church. We can teach black history at home. We can teach black history in the community center. That's the post-traumatic slavery disease. A $2 trillion people are crying because white folks don't want to teach black children who they are. I want you to think about that for a minute. Think about that psychosis. Think about that mental illness. A $2 trillion people, the American African family, a $2 trillion people is crying because white folks don't want to teach black kids where they come from. The disease of irresponsibility. The disease of irresponsibility. The disease of irresponsibility. The disease of irresponsibility. We suffer from the disease of irresponsibility. We want no responsibility for our own survival. We want no responsibility for our own redemption. We want no responsibility for our own longevity.
You a lie, and the truth ain't in you.
All right, Umar, just because people don't want to do things your way, that's his problem. Umar is like my way or the highway. He got that ego and he like, I got the answers and the solutions and this is how we should do it. And if y'all don't do it this way, y'all sellouts and this and some more stuff. But it's like, until you get, at the very least, you can't even open a school, but you want 43 million people to listen to what you got to say and move in that direction.
There you go. And our own responsibility, that's at the core of my message, at the core of my purpose. Be 100% responsible for your own outcomes. That's why I often say I am a political atheist. I don't give a rat's patootie what they got going on. Observing history, it seems to me that there ain't much we can do about it besides go out on a limb, honor our ancestors, work ourselves, work to become productive and regain what we know was stolen from us. And Umar, you capping, brother. I done Googled you. All right. While he is a widely requested public speaker and activist from the African diaspora, most requested is an unofficial self-styled title he frequently uses to promote his international power lectures. It sounds good.
Oh, no. That sounds like hate. That's even AI don't like Umar.
But quantifying who is the most requested figure in Pan-Africanism is impossible to verify. Umar,
it says white man's AI. Yeah, the Prince of Pan-African. You see what I'm saying? It's a conspiracy.
I gotta give AI might be hating a little bit. I go there. They like using powerful words. They said self-proclaimed power lectures, self-styled titles.
Nonetheless, like, no, I don't agree with Umar, but I don't agree with AI either. Don't be hating on that, bro.
A little hate.
What did the Honorable Frederick Douglass say about you Negroes 100 years ago? What did the Honorable Frederick Douglass say about you kind of Negroes 150 years ago? Frederick Douglass said, quote, "A people who will not fight for themselves are not worth being fought for by others." I'm going to say it again. This is what Frederick Douglass said about you, handkerchief head, plantation, Democratic Party. Frederick Douglass said, a people who will not fight for themselves when they have the means to do so are not worth being fought for by others. Frederick Douglass said, a man who does not value his own freedom will not value your freedom. Frederick Douglass said, it is senseless to put a man on his feet if the next minute his head will be back on the concrete. Power concedes nothing without a demand. It never did and it never will. Douglass said, find out what any people will quietly submit to, and you have found the exact measure of injustice that will be used against them. Melanin drip. Melanin drip. Melanin drip. Son of the sun.
There we go. He can't help it. See, he try to drop some gems, and then he gonna go into his narcissistic kick. Yeah, the Prince of Pan African. I'm out here in Arizona soaking up the sun. Where my beautiful chocolate brown butter pecans at? I need a plate of macaroni and cheese. I need butter pecan yams. I need kuda kata.
Yeah! Boom shakalaka!
Not just any kuda kata. Dark chocolate, brownie, chocolate fudge, special dark chocolate 5 extra super thick in the thighs, butter, pecan, all that. This brother go from talking about the ancestors, what we need to do, the plight of our ancestors, melanin drip. Like, where the heck did that come from? Melanin, he just started feeling this. Melanin drip. Look how the sun glisten off of my forehead. Melanin drip. Grow up.
Leo season every day.
Relax.
Brothers and sisters, we must get serious. Brothers and sisters, we must get serious. Brothers and sisters, well, first of all, black people are the only people on the planet Earth who says they don't need leadership. You will never hear European Jews say they don't need leadership. You will never hear Asians and Arabs, East Indians say they never lead. You're the only people who don't believe in leadership. Do you want to know why? Why are Negroes always talking about how they don't need leadership? You know why? Because you don't respect black authority. That's your problem. You don't respect black authority. And because you have no patience to be told what to do from other black people, you simply come to the conclusion that leadership is irrelevant.
You a lie, and the truth ain't in you.
I think a lot of folks can have PTSD from it, from people like you, Umar, who have misled. So people, are thinking twice, and it's unfortunate. And the other side is we see what happened to our leaders. Rest in peace to, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, or anybody that was considered a leader. They were deleted. Or, what's my guy name locked up right now? I don't forget. I'm slipping his name up in Chicago. I'm sure you know Richai, but Hoover, they're trying to get him out of jail. Kanye and them was trying to get that brother out. He was the old Black Panther. He's been in there forever. And Larry Hoover, they trying to get him out. A lot of these people, they get thrown in jail, deleted, and some more stuff. Or, you say something about them or their kids, it's rough.
This is the fear tactic. This is what they do. If you dare to stand up against the status quo, against the Viking colonizers' ways, you will be deleted. Shout out to K. Dot and Samuel Jackson. They depicted that in that Super Bowl performance. What they say was Samuel Jackson came on the stage. He said, -1. Anybody dare stand up and get out of line, ninja, we will get rid of you. And then we will admit to it years later. Just how the United States admitted to get rid of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. may rest in peace. They don't care. That's why we say it I can't help it grinds my gears, colonizing ass detractors. Oh, you guys don't know. You guys need to get over it. You continue to delete us and then tell us to do more. Like, what is it going to take? That's why I say they only understand two things: money and hot lead moving fast.
That part. So yeah, Larry Hoover, the original gangster disciple leader. Yeah, King Hoover, respected guy. Like you said, gangs was different times back then. You got to think of more like the Black Panthers and stuff like that. Righteous guys may have been doing some wrong, but they had good intentions, if you will. See why white folks threw them in jail, right? And delete them, i.e. Fred Hampton and some of these people who we consider leaders. And that don't mean we should stop trying. Like I said, I think it's PTSD and this is what they want to discourage you. But yeah, we definitely need leaders, but gotta be righteous people. It's not you, Umar.
There you go. And they are righteous. And the same thing they said about not MLK, but Malcolm X goes for Larry Hoover and all the brothers that started the Black Panther Party. What did they say? One man should not have all this power, all this influence. You so powerful and influential, you got to go. They call it cutting the head of the snake off and the rest of the body shall fall. That's their tactics.
You love disorganization. We thrive off of disorganization. That's why you hear Negroes say we don't need leadership, because we thrive off of disorganization. We love chaos and dysfunction. The Negro community is a cesspool of chaos and disorganization. Whenever you hear Negroes say we don't need leadership, you're dealing with a Negro who thrives off of chaos and disorganization. But guess what? Dr. Carter G. Woodson and Miseducation of the Negro. Dr. Carter G. Woodson and Miseducation of the Negro.
They just going on and on. And yeah, I see what y'all saying about, brother Larry Hoover. Shout out to all my Chicago folks. He was definitely, you know, back in them times, rough around the edges. But so is this ninja we see on the left, this Trump guy. So is his daddy. Like, these people were corrupt, and they are presidents. These people, right? And his daddy was able to pass down all that crooked money. All right, how you think he got his start? Blood money. And black folks ain't allowed to pass down they wealth, i.e. Frank Lucas and some of these people. They will seize all your earthly belongings. But people like Donald Trump's daddy get to pass his wealth on to his son, and here they are.
And it's still going on today. Yes, it ain't enough for the colonizer folks just to get a slap on the wrist. I just learned today that in our hometown, there was some white lady stealing from an organization. They found out. It was like way back in the day, maybe the early 90s, late 80s. So like $25,000 in the 90s. They found out. She got a slap on the wrist. She ended up opening up a daggone beauty salon and continue with her life. They will let you pass on your ill-gotten gains when your flesh look like this, hell. But for us, absolutely not. Got to get that back. We cannot allow you ninjas to get a start, a foundation. And like you said before, Mr. X, we got to stop looking for perfect representation. We all got our flaws. We got to start supporting one another with a bias, like the Asian small hat community. They support one another. We got to get on that same page. Yes, we can acknowledge the wrongs, but we got to really get on the train of supporting, man.
And we got to think about the lineage. So that was my thing with the whole Trump. Like, his daddy, obviously Trump ain't a good guy himself, but he done moved his whole family forward with blood money, dirty money. And his daddy is like, look, he a better guy than me, though. So we can sort of say that about these Larry Hoovers and them. I'm sure they was able to pass his money on and whatnot. Their kids would have been better and continue to, you know, pass it on, raise the family. These people was coming out the mud like Trump's family was. But unfortunately, they get to pass that money on, and we don't.
I hate it. Hate that for us.
Dr. Carter G. Woodson, the father of Black History Month, Miseducation of the Negro, he said, what we need more than leaders are organizers and servicemen and women. We need organizers and servicemen and women. We need organizer. Dr. Ifatunde Oguntade is not a leader. I am an organizer. Organize the people. To eliminate the chaos, the dysfunction, and the disruption, we need to organize. Y'all don't want to do that. You don't want to organize. Your governor knows you don't want to organize. Congressional Black Caucus knows you don't want to organize. The black bourgeoisie know you don't want to organize. Chinese are in pursuit of power. Arabs are in pursuit of power. East Indians are in pursuit of power. Latinos are in pursuit of power. Anglo-Saxons are in pursuit of power. Black American, North American Negroes are in pursuit of pleasure and comfort. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again. I want you to understand, overstand, and understand what the Prince of Pan-Africanism is saying right now. I want you to understand, overstand, and understand what Ifatunde 3 times is saying right now. I want you to understand, overstand, and understand what King Kong consciousness is saying. The Asian is in pursuit of power. The Anglo-Saxon is in pursuit of power. The Arab is in pursuit of power. The East Indian is in pursuit of power. The Latino is in pursuit of power. The European Jew is in pursuit of power. The North American African is in pursuit of pleasure and comfort.
You a lie, and the truth ain't in you.
Well, look no further than yourself, Umar. All you do is sit up here and pander to women, objectify them, 5'5", thick in the thigh, butter pecans, mac and cheese. Look at butter sea moss gold, mother queen goddess. You part of the damn problem. It's like the hypocrisy is amazing.
It's the pander bear hypocrisy. The dots always connect. Told y'all, pander bears is not good for the group. They do a whole lot of talking, and they are the biggest offenders of what they claim to be preaching against. It's just wild. But you know what? Shout out to him. Shout out to Umar for showing his true colors. That's one thing I like about human nature. You let folks talk enough, they will show you who they truly are. It is undefeated. We know who you are, horned up brother. Keep doing your thing, but you is a horned up ninja. You need to get you a hold of something so you can calm down, Umar. Appreciate your sister, Rachel says, Gab got the story right about the deletion. Okay.
Yeah.
Asian. Shout out to Sean Miller. We appreciate you. Says, if you look up that, this what he's saying we need to get to as a people, and he right about we believe a Bible that is plagiarized opposed to black love. Yes, plagiarized. Oh, it's just a mess. Shout out to Pastor Gino and collecting all the books. And he's like he said, it's not the Holy Bible, it's the Holy Scriptures. Yeah, we got the Holy Babble.
Man.
Appreciate you. Juice Drops Entertainment. Shout out to Cousin Walker. Come through gifting one Truth Over Lies membership. Shout out to Cousin Walker and Juice Drops Entertainment. I was watching all of your videos yesterday. Shout out to Cousin Walker. She over there dropping funny content, awesome videos, well put together. She also dropping some hard to hear truth, talking about our injustices, over there calling out heinous folks. Shout out to Cousin Walker. I see you cooking. Make sure y'all go subscribe.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
Appreciate your brother Sean Miller coming through this evening. Says, we are in pursuit of pleasure and comfort. Well, could that be because, as he says, our women are the leaders of our culture? So I guess he talking about our women. Ooh, don't get in trouble, Sean Miller. For sure, right on. Yes, but he won't admit that. You and Umar be arguing on that point.
That part. So we're going to put Umar in the sub for now and keep it moving.
It's all right. He'll be all right down there.
The passengers of the doomed Titanic sub spent their last moments in total darkness looking for bioluminescent creatures out of the small window and listening to their favorite music. The new details of the 5 passengers' final moments have been revealed by the wife and mum of the father-son duo.
Wade in the water, wade in the water, diamond wade in the water. Something's gonna trouble the water. You better wade in the water. Yeah, man.
Yeah, big shout out to Cousin Walker, the original cousin, man. I was watching catching up on videos. I was dying. That's good stuff. It's always good to see, folks putting in the work. Shout out to Cousin Walker. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Juice Drops Entertainment, or you know what it is. You ain't black.
That part. So shout out to Cousin Walker. And make sure you guys hit the like button. The question right now we are asking, are black folks still on the plantation in 2026? A lot of people say it ain't black folk. It's a poor folk. It's a, it's a wealth thing. So you can fall. It can be any color. And we're going to go up to the city of Flint. We in Flint, Michigan. Here we go.
Ooh, darkness.
April 25th, 2014, politicians in Flint, Michigan pushed a button switching the city's drinking water source from Detroit system to the Flint River, later admitting their critical failure to treat that river water, causing it to corrode lead pipes and poison people.
Flint's tap water was laced with dangerous levels of lead.
What happened to us before was profit was put over the health and well-being of our community.
The state knew about it and did nothing.
This is not a stunt.
Flint water at this point is drinkable.
Over 10 years after Flint's toxic water crisis,
Drinkable.
and just a few months after the EPA declared Flint's water safe to drink this year, has the water actually gotten better? And what does the future hold for the people poisoned and abandoned by their government? I pulled up to Beecher, Michigan, 5 miles north of Flint, described by some as a depressing suburb of Flint, mirroring.
Hold on. Obama.
You a lie, and the truth ain't in you.
The way he just sipped on that water. You ain't drink. First of all, that ain't Flint water. That came out of your Fiji bottle in the back. They poured it right out of that Smart water bottle. So here you go. Tell them it's Flint water and take a sip.
Flint water at this point is drinkable.
Drinkable. And then you see how he did his eyebrows? Look at him.
Flint water at this point is drinkable.
Yeah. He started, drinkable. Okay.
Drinkable is drinkable. Like, come on. If you went somewhere and say, hey, you got any water? Is it good? It's like, it's drinkable. You'd be like, what? It's drinkable? Yeah, so is gasoline. You can drink it if you want, if you want to. If you is able to be drank, the effects of it, that's a whole nother story. He said, and listen, he said, at this time. So maybe they went and doused it full of chlorine, for the moment. But tomorrow, it ain't gonna be the same. The jig is up. We know too much. I believe the bulk of this atrocity has already happened. Little girls was losing their hair. It got bad. A lot of these stories were not told with this Flint, Michigan water crisis. That's when I started to watch it. Little girls was losing their hair, getting sick. Look at this. One drink of water ain't gonna do it. Just how one cheeseburger ain't gonna make you big, one salad ain't gonna make you skinny, one little sip of water ain't gonna do it. They are constantly exposed to it as part of their life. Yeah, go ahead and live there for a month. Then tell us it ain't toxic, Mr. President and everybody else.
Water safe to drink this year? Has the water actually gotten better? And what does the future hold for the people poisoned and abandoned by their government? I pulled up to Beecher, Michigan, 5 miles north of Flint, described by some as a depressing suburb of Flint, mirroring similarly atrocious levels of poverty and decay, to meet up with local rapper Crispy and his gang to see how life was out here before we head straight into the heart of Flint.
Oh, yeah, you got your prints on there. This place is no joke. We're in an extremely poor area. The water quality's fucked. There's not many job opportunities, and there's some gang shit. So we gotta be on guard. Oh, dang, he's got a go-kart. Nice. The glizzy in his right hand. You need 2 hands for that glizzy. Be careful.
Oh my, he's not. I know. I see all these ladies and shit around.
Oh shit. For defense only.
Man,
Hell! Welcome to the hood, also known as the Wild West, up in near Flint. Everybody strapped, they just showing off. Look, got the blicky. All right, the dude riding around eating glizzies with the blickies and
glizzies and blickies. That sounds like a whole business model. Welcome. Where you at, Ashy Foot? You missing out? Welcome to Ashy Foot's Glizzy and Blicky Emporium. You go over here, you go ahead and get you, a toolie. Come over here, you can go and get you a chili dog with a side of fries. Glizzies and blickies.
Defense only, protection. How easy is it to get a Toys R Us gun like that?
It's so easy. You gotta take it from a nigga. See me, I passed on the nigga though, like nice. That's how I got this.
Okay. Have you ever had to use your movie prop?
No.
He a gambler, a trapper, a rapper, and a jack boy all in one.
Allegedly.
Hey, allegedly. Yo, man's be see.
Oh shit.
It'll happen.
That's a crazy movie prop right there. Everyone comes here.
Everybody and their mama is gang.
Hell! Yeah, for y'all who didn't know, that was some type of suppressor or silencer. Yeah, he got some type of Mac 10 or some type of Uzi up under his shirt. So this is, he gonna put in most of the work apparently. So this is him. All right, he on the front line. He like a Green Beret in the hood. He gonna get it done.
He'll be on the shirt in no time. Typically how that goes. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I'm on the front lines. I'm putting in work. Yeah, they're gonna have them big old fancy white shirts with you with angel wings and no time flat, brother. Yeah, you know what? Salute to this white dude doing interviews. He kind of cool. He like, oh, those nice movie props. Nice movie prop. You ever have to use your movie prop? That's solid. He ain't out there incriminating them. Vlad been out there like, what caliber is that weapon of mass destruction you're holding there? The Quavion Johnson? Yeah, this brother cool. That's a cool movie prop. Put that movie prop away.
It'll happen.
That's a crazy movie prop right there. Everyone comes here.
Everybody and their mama is gang around here, man.
Can you not be a part of a gang out here?
It's a difference. Like, okay, you got the regular Beecher people, Bucktown people. It's still like a gang, though. They ain't in the streets for real, and we respect that.
Okay, you let them be. You let them do their thing.
It's more mascotish because the culture we lived in. I told you, like, our high school is a letter B. Everybody wore red. It's the tradition.
That's a cool vehicle.
What do you do? What do you do? From the real ghetto, bro. We're from the ghetto.
Woo. That's a sick automobile right there.
A lot of towers say Bucktown. You know how?
What is this?
This is the biggest B in Beecher. I got the biggest B on my leg in Beecher.
Despite the dizzying quantity of guns in possession, the people of Beecher had an unusual sense of community pride and brotherhood if you were one of them. But with that being said, it seems like everyone out here had a story of how they got shot.
I got shot 4 times. I got shot twice in each leg. I got shot right here.
Yeah, bullet wound.
Let's see.
I can't see it no more. But I got shot 4 times. I got shot twice in each leg.
Damn.
He been shot in the face.
You shot in the face?
Knocked all my teeth out. Right here.
Damn. Okay. Oh, damn, the teeth came out. Whoa, holy sh**. What's in your mouth?
And they got real.
I got hit with an AK.
And hey, what percentage of people
Oh, man.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
Yeah, this is called trauma bonding, quite literally. I got a wound, looking ass boys. Yeah, look at this one. I got a wound. He said, yeah, I got shot in the face with what? A AK-47.
Lies.
He ate it, though. Scooby snacks. Shout out to Cameron. He ate those. That was a Scooby snack.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
Shout out to my brothers, man. We durable. We resistant. Persistent, not consistent, but here we are. Scooby snacks. You take each other out. Maybe a 22, maybe a little 9. You know, rest in peace. We had a brother. He ate a 45 to the shoulder blade, but that AK round is extremely unforgiving. He may got hit with AK somewhere else, but he ain't took no 7.62.
Lies, Mr. Walker. I know you don't want to believe this incredible ninja here, huh?
No 7.62 to the face. And sitting here talking about them, I just lost some teeth. You're gonna lose your whole jaw, your whole mandible gone. That's 7.62. This ain't what is it? This ain't Remington 223. This is 7.62. Violent. No, but salute to the brother. He's still here. And he got his war wounds, but he ain't eating that 7.62.
And there you go. I'm gonna have to stop playing. It's a ninja moment if y'all ain't from the hood. So, like we said, it could have been he got grazed by a 22. Folks will take a story and make it so grandized. What you get hit with? An AK. Like I said, could have been a 25.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on. Yeah, like you ain't got enough scar tissue. I mean, like he just ain't. Like, yeah, come on, brother.
Whoa, holy sh**. What's in your mouth?
And they got real.
I got hit with an AK.
And hey, what percentage of people out here are strapped?
Everybody, even the old people.
Everyone and their mother strapped?
Absolutely.
You have to?
You have to.
Is it that dangerous out here?
Not necessarily. You know, if you're cool with everybody, you're good.
This is my granddad right there. This is my granddad. He got a Beecher hat. What's up, granddad?
We all call him granddad, man.
You have any thoughts on the city?
Good city. Good people's in it.
Shiesty or no?
You get out of it. What you put in it?
What did you put into it?
34 years, General Motors.
Okay. Any advice for the kids?
Get out of trouble and be a man.
Thank you, granddad. Have a great day.
Shout out to Paul. Yeah, good city. No, it really ain't, though. He said it probably was when you was a kid. He said, I've been here 34. I worked at General Motors for 34 years. So Paul did his work. But no, this is a new generation, as you can see. You go walk in the gas station, everybody's strapped. They out there with silencers, tattoos on their face. Everybody done been shot with AKs. It's a good place, wonderful place to raise children, you know. Man.
You a lie, and the truth ain't in you.
This is that being stuck in the moment, being blind to the rest of the world, I guess. I understand this. When you are from these environments, ain't no danger to him. He pop. Yeah, you know, them brothers, they ain't about to up the tool and run in his pockets. for multiple reasons. For one, he about to cop him some Reggie off of one of them. Don't get it twisted. He about to go in there, grab his brew, and he gonna cop him some Reggie, and he about to have a good night. That's why he say it's cool, because he fits in. He's at home. We moved around so much. I done been to multiple hoods. When you at home, you it's a, dare I say, a degree of safety. But when you are a stranger in a place like this, ain't nothing safe. Who you is? Who you with? Where you from? You in danger.
Be a man.
Thank you, Granddad. Have a great day. How was life as a lady out here in Beecher?
It's lit. Don't come around this if you ain't from Beecher.
What about me, an outsider? Can I come down and visit?
Yeah, you doing the interview. He be making money off you. You good.
Damn. Would we get robbed if we weren't here with them?
Y'all might. It depends on what nigga y'all running into.
He said, don't know nobody.
No, don't come out here. You don't know nobody. No.
You ain't out here buying a drug or something and not become nobody.
Even Bonquisha part of the damn problem. She a whole damn Glorilla thug. Yeah. Well, I mean, you come down here, we gonna run down on you. Well, would they rob you? Maybe. We might. She a whole thug, and she probably got kids, raising children. I mean, it's a nightmare.
She's the local knockaround. Yeah, they just, she just giving it up. She part of the crew. She said, "You good?" He said, "Can I get robbed?" She said, "You good?" What is he holding in his hand? She said, "You good? They making money off of you, so you good for the time being." Whole time they said, I thought he was cool, but the way he holding that daggone can of beer in that paper bag, see what I'm saying? See, that's wild. That ain't you. See.
He said, don't know nobody.
No, don't come out here. You don't know nobody. No.
You ain't out here buying a drug or something and not become nobody custo.
How is it out here?
It's really up out here and shit. A lot of females out here and shit. Got dishes in they sink, doo-doo in they toilet and shit. Hella fucking kids and shit. Everybody damn near on drugs and shit. You know what I mean? This is crack land and shit. You know? What's up, OG? How's it going? OG, man.
OG. Okay, how are you doing? Where you from, man?
From the book.
How is it out here?
Man, it's lovely, man. Man, we hey, you know everybody, man.
The whole crew, you know them?
Yeah, that's my nephew. From different people. Some love like y'all ain't never seen. You know what I'm saying? We different than the cost cop in the road. So don't put us with that. We ain't got bad water.
Oh, your water's good out here. Where the water's good?
Yeah, it's crackhead Unc. They gonna say that's Unc. These your nephews? Yeah, these are my nephews from different mamas. You know, I'm Unc. I know all of them. They got that butter. Yeah, that one got butter. He ain't got butter. He got some bull job, but most of them got butter. They call me Unc.
He useful. You are a useful minion. You buying a product. He look like one of the resourceful things. He look like he could cut a mean yard. He be ever out there push around the lawnmower. Y'all know the vibes and the weed whacker. He walk around cutting grass. He's safe. You are resourceful to this downtrodden ragtag group of misfits. But it ain't all cool. It ain't all love. Them ninjas is strapped up and full of bullet holes. How did all love and everybody wounded? Crazy.
So don't put us with that. We ain't got bad water.
Oh, your water's good out here. Where the water's good?
Shit. Not lying. They always talk about our water because we have our own water source, and they call it well water. They get pumped from the ground, and we try to filter it out, but it still have little floaties and minerals and shit.
Yeah.
It was good for us because everybody grew up big and strong. Very seldom you find a nigga out here 5'5", little as
no midgets.
No, but you go across that way, them boys skinny, they little as hell.
Despite everyone here making sure to tell me Beecher water was fine and it was only Flint's 5 miles south that had toxic lead pollution, people here in the nearby Dollar General were buying bottled water every day for hydration.
As you know that Obama came here and drank the water, said it was all right. We still going through it. Water still, dirty water still coming out. We still brown.
What does it look like?
Yellow.
Yellow?
Disgusting.
Disgusting?
Very disgusting. Don't drink it. We just don't drink it at all.
So can you drink the faucet water here?
I drink it. Sure, we've been drinking it so long. They really don't even make me know. I make Kool-Aid with it. I don't even care. It is what it is. At this point, we gonna die anyways.
I remember when I lost my mind. Oh, I'm just about to lose my mind. Fuck is you talking about?
This is a psyop. This ain't real. Where in the hell did they find this ninja? What in the boondocks is going on? He sat here, he said, hey, is the water drinkable? He said, hell, I drink it. I don't care what these ninjas talk about. It's yellow. it got little floaties and it's yellow and it smell like chlorine, but I drink it. He said, I make Kool-Aid with it. I've been drinking it all my life. You're going to pass away anyways. Hell, drink it.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
That was, considering all the context, that was at least top 10, maybe top 5 most ninja-ish to say. Is the water good? I don't know. I make Kool-Aid out of it. Too much damn sugar, dye, and riboflavin. I don't taste nothing. I don't taste the lead. So much sugar and dye, you can't taste the lead. Welcome to Flint. I make Kool-Aid out of it. I've been drinking it. You're going to pass away anyway. God damn it.
You notice the water quality improve over the last 10 years or so?
Nope.
Not at all.
Nope. I mean, only thing, they stopped even giving out free water. Some people get sick off of it, you know, probably was causing cancer over time. Some people still boil their water to take baths and stuff. It been bad for a minute, man. Like,
eczema real bad, so it's really affected my skin real bad.
Okay.
So yeah, breaking out real ashy from using it.
I get like patches on my skin from using the water. But from shower, I have to shower in it. So
all we drinking is the bottled water. That's all I drink.
Why is that?
I don't trust none of it. Come across Coppin Road, I'm in Beecher. And I come across Coppin Road, I'm in Flint. So how is they protecting us any kind of way like that?
I see.
Exactly. It's powerful ninja tree. And that's what the guys at the gas station was trying to say, you know, and they was incorrect. They like, no, this Beecham, our water is good, even though Flint is right up the road and we all got the same water. That's what the smart people know. They like, listen, man, ain't no difference. They trying to tell us our water good, they water bad. It's all bad. Like the dude said, they got eczema. What that Kudakata look like? He talking about they breaking out. You know, the skin bad. This is wonky.
That's my thoughts. Like, you got to bathe in it. Goodness gracious. I guess you can get a water softener, water filtration system. Try to get the lead and the mercury out of it. Sweet Jesus. This is some struggles. I don't know. Especially for the women. You got to wash your delicates with tainted yellow water. Like you said, the pH got to be just terrible. My heart goes out to these folks. Like, this is wicked. But they don't know. They don't know what they don't know. It's easy to say, just move, right? Just move. These folks be stuck, if you will.
This is wild. Shout out to Flint for life in the chat. Shout out to all the Flint folks. Yeah, this is crazy.
I don't trust none of it. Come across Coppin Road, I'm in Beecher. And I come across Coppin Road, I'm in Flint. So how is they protecting us any kind of way like that?
I see. You bought water, bottled water. Why?
Because I don't trust in Flint water. Every week at my church, we used to give it out. That water only good for flushing the toilet. Where's the money for the people that's in Flint from drinking that old Langier water that they claim that was out here? We haven't heard nobody getting paid.
So they're poisoning you guys, trying to save money themselves, and all the people got poisoned?
Ain't got a dime. We just dying slowly but surely.
What have you seen from this water?
Well, there's pictures that they showed on TV where they was breaking out at the skin. You itch yourself to death.
What's a message to America?
All I can tell people is watch yourself, be safe, and stay in the house, because you never know. It might be your last walk when you're out in the street in Flint.
Safe out here in Beecher?
Yeah, it is.
One big family?
One big family.
Always on top?
When you throw your bees up, can't go down, my baby.
Just like this? Beecher.
It'd be different for us because our families grew up together. They mamas and aunties.
You guys all cousins or what?
Most like family.
How was life out here?
Oh man, you know, out here, man, ain't no other neighborhood like this neighborhood in the United States of America.
Okay. In what way?
It's all like unity for the most part. Yeah, we have our ups and downs, but we practice this. We still have meetings, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We ain't got no hospital out here, so if you slide on our block and we shoot our car up, you gonna die.
Am I good here as an outsider?
You here with us.
So I wouldn't even come down unless I knew someone. Yeah. And if I did, I would be a fool.
Yeah.
Legit?
Why do y'all do this? It's a good, wonderful place, but if you slide down here, we're going to delete you. That's all they keep saying. We're going to delete you. Wonderful place. We just chilling, but if you come over here, we're going to delete you. Why? I mean, we got to come together on some front. Like, what are y'all fighting about? And who are you fighting? Who do you want to delete? Who going to slide on you? Why they sliding? What's going on?
They got nothing else to do. There's nothing else to do throughout the day. Loiter, drink, smoke, trauma bond, trauma dump, and be violent. There's nothing else. And protect and claim a land that don't belong to you, don't own.
And most important, hunt and make bastard kids. How dare you forget the most important part? These are the ninjas creating the most babies.
And how could I forget? You want to know why I forget? Because I observed these brothers and I got, Bonquisha's terroristic demands about what she demand from a man ringing in my ear. And I rightfully assume that they ain't hunting these downtrodden bullet hole riddle ninjas, but I am wrong. Yes, they are. They are hunting them enthusiastically. Yes, they are.
Bad.
Would I walk away with these two cameras?
No, because I'm nice.
What's your favorite part about Beecher?
I like to play tag.
And what do you want to be when you grow up?
A rapper.
A rapper. Do you rap already? Okay. I look forward to seeing more of your raps.
I remember when I lost my mind. I'm just about to lose my mind.
Poor baby. Let me get him off the screen for his sake. What you want to be when you grow up? A rapper. Like, I'm devastated. And he's standing right next to his dad. I'm guessing that guy that was there. Oh, Lord.
This is when it starts being funny. The babies, man. The babies. That boy still got innocence. A rapper. The most dangerous occupation today, being a rapper, is getting deleted out here. Being a music artist rapper. Why? I hated that the kids do not have the ability to dream properly. Whatever happened to the kids saying, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a firefighter. I want to be a school teacher. I want to be a football coach. I want to be a rapper. I want to be, a drill rapper. I want to be a hooligan. What do you want to be when you get older? The answer is alive. That's what he wants to be. At the very least, alive. There's a little boy surrounded by men riddled with holes from hot lead. Now, y'all get that. Everybody around him that had hot lead travel through their flesh. What do we think his path is going to be in this environment if God himself don't reach down and have a direct effect on it? That's what it takes in these situations, for God to crack the sky open and say, little boy, I'm going to drag you from this because the rest of your elders, they ain't worth a dang.
Yes. That would be divine intervention is what he needs.
Look at that. Innocence. Save the babies.
I like to play tag.
And what do you want to be when you grow up?
A rapper.
A rapper. Do you rap already? Okay. I look forward to seeing more of your raps.
Should
we hear more? What's your name, miss? Station. I like that. And your hands are soft and smooth. You use good lotion.
Yes, I'm very soft and I be smelling good. What's going on?
We're out here in Beecher. How is it out here?
It's great. It's lovely. It's all love out here.
Listen, man.
Yeah, look at this ninja. This Kuda Kata Hound ninja. He said, ooh, your hands is soft and smooth. She said, yeah, they smooth. I use lotion and this Kuda Kata smell good. Why would you have to say that? Why would you have to let the entire world know that your Kuda Kata smells good? Why wouldn't we just assume that it smells good? Why would you have to let me know?
Because you might assume wrong. You might have the fact that she out there walking around all day in the sweltering heat, sweating, you might assume that it ain't so fresh, huh? She got that walk around. Who said that? Y'all wild in the chat. Y'all be taking me out. Somebody said one show, I thought y'all like for the walk around, have a little walk around smell. This ain't that. This ain't that at all. But she had to let it be known. She's desirable, Mr. X. Yeah, smell good, taste good.
And I be smelling good. What's going on?
We're just out here in Beecher. How is it out here?
It's great. It's lovely. It's all love out here.
Listen, man, we all about women empowerment, man, with our chicks, man. We done beat up 300 baby daddies for playing with our baby.
For real, they don't play about it. They don't play about the female.
Baby mamas or wives, whoever is getting beaten by their man, you'll check in?
Yeah.
They tell us we checking in. Good. You feel me? We got to check in because guess what? They really gang out here, man. If we got a problem with any female, they drag it.
And where'd you get this, from a crackhead?
Hell yeah, how you know that?
You know, word on the grapevine. How did the crackhead get their hands on this?
I can't even tell you that.
This is diabolical. Can't even let this go for couples. This dude is the pandering simp in the hood. We all know him. Yeah, he said we done beat up 300 baby daddies. If any of these women call us and let us know if you they baby daddy, if you doing them wrong, I'm gonna come beat you up and then I'm a hunter. That's how I fight my way into Kudakata. And welcome to the hood.
Designated crash outs. That's wild. He said we all crash out. They just beating up baby daddies. Hold up now. Hold up. In the city of Flint or wherever the heck this place is Nug Nug able to hold the unaccountable accountable? Here we go. This is goofy. I ain't even gonna ride that crazy train. We told y'all, how do you hold Nug Nug accountable? He let us be known. The only way you're gonna hold him accountable is with physical violence. And these niggas said, hold my liquor. That's what they dishing out. We do not support that message. This ends in tragedy. Don't move like this.
Baby mamas or wives, whoever is getting beaten by their man, you'll check in?
They tell us we checking in. Good. You feel me? We got to check in because guess what? They really gang out here, man. If we got a problem with any female, they drag it.
And where'd you get this, from a crackhead?
Hell yeah, how you know that?
You know, word on the grapevine. How did the crackhead get their hands on this?
I can't even tell you that.
What's in the satchel?
I'm running there right now.
Got it on you?
Yeah, I got it on me. I got it.
I thought he was just packing a 12-incher.
Yeah. I swear to God, you can ask any of my homies. I've been in there in 20 fist fights in my whole life out here in my hood.
Right here.
Yeah, we still can fight though.
So, do the kids still scrap it right here?
No, they more like switches on the guns. Not right.
So they don't throw hands; they just kill each other with guns.
Look, what you got right there? Hey, don't move. Hey, you got a nigga
right there. Oh shit! Oh, for real? Damn, it's sucking blood. Damn. He damn near rearranged my vertebrae.
That mosquito was killing blood. Hey, look, come here. You might want to get checked. Blood on it. There's 950 cases of HIV in the city. I smacked the shit out of blood, but I didn't need to. Look where he got it.
This is wild as hell. Yeah, welcome to the hood, Brad. It's all fun and games. You had a mosquito on your neck. That's how they do things. Oh, this is wild.
Now there we go. Now that's, you got to get a little hazing going on. You got a mosquito. He said, "What?" Hey, Brad thought it was over. Look. He thought they turned on him. The ninjas turned on me.
This is wicked.
He damn near rearranged my vertebrae.
That mosquito was killing blood. Hey, look, come here. You might want to get checked. Blood on it. There's 950 cases of HIV in the city. I smacked the shit out of blood, but I didn't need to. Look where he got it.
What's he at?
Right here, look. You see it? Look at that.
Oh, that'll kill mosquito. Is that a Glock?
Man, these dudes wildin'. And this dude here, he's the enforcer. Now, why you think he following them around? I guess the big light-skinned dude is the rapper. All right, he got the nice cars and the money, and he got this young crash out with him at all times. They always do. Even Lil Boozy, all of them, they had a young guy around them that's going to delete you, keep him on the payroll, keep him satiated with herb and liquor and some Kudakata, give him a place to lay his head, all right, and yeah, hand him a big, dumb firearm.
And he going to be the next brother in some box at a ceremony with a whole lot of slow singing and flower bringing. It's all cool until it ain't. Riding around on this Rent-A-Rock scooter. Yeah, he got that from a fiend. The interviewer said, "You got it from a crackhead?" Said, "Yeah, how you know?" So Rent-A-Rock. Somebody out there missing a scooter. Somebody mad as heck. And the enforcer riding around on it. Y'all don't get it. It's a strong probability that whoever that scooter belonged to that came around looking for it, and they done seen him on it, and they went back home. They said, "Oh, it's over. The enforcer got it now. Welcome to the hood. Either bully or be bullied."
Flint's got the poisonous water. Beecher does not.
No, they water clean now. We always used to get talked about our water, but then the water crisis happened. Sorry to the ones that lost their lives. We never recovered from that. We still drink water bottles. We can't even trust drinking water no more. It's not out here, not nowhere in the city limits. The Beecher water good for sports and talent. Like, it's like special with sports and talent juice. Like, if you want talent, you drink this Beecher water. Everybody who drinks from that, if they get with the right people, they excel.
Is that how your arms got so big?
Yeah, Beecher water, man. That's all this. That's Beecher, man.
How you doing, Auntie? My name is Tyler. Yes.
About 15 years.
Tell us about Beecher. What should we know?
It's a pretty safe place to live. Neighbors, we look out for each other.
Are you being honest?
Yes.
Oh, no, she being real honest.
Yeah.
She just said she's for 15 years. Ain't nobody mess with her, nothing. Like, we got respect for...
Last week.
Last week,
somebody came in my yard.
Did what?
Broke in my car.
Broke in your car?
Yeah.
See, that's the new generation.
That's what I said. It's the newer people.
Who's doing that? Is it the youngins?
I believe so.
Like young kids? Like 12, 13, 14?
No, 15, 17.
You know, they call me Super Shotty for a reason. If we see any wrongdoing to that type of stuff, we don't condone it. You will be, like, apprehended if we see you, though, like, do anything like that. Yeah, by me. You know what I'm saying?
This is the problem with the hood. Even the people who are righteous are doing wrong. So you can't be telling people, do as I say. We talk about this stuff. You have to be moving in the way. So these dudes are criminals out here with illegal firearms, probably selling illegal substances, but they consider themselves to be righteous, right? They beating up baby daddies and they sleeping with the baby mamas, ain't marrying nobody, probably knocking them up as well. He coming over here, oh, we gonna beat up the youngins if they doing bad, but they watching you do bad. So he want to grow up and be like you. So no, you can't be part of the problem and the solution.
Thank you. My thoughts exactly. Even Auntie there, that gatekeeper. You know, Auntie, that's a gatekeeper. You a part of the problem, y'all. Single moms raise these YNs. They are fatherless at best. Can't be sitting here. I hate the way they just talk about these youngins as if they don't have, you know, a hand in their lack of proper development. Oh, it's these youngsters. No atonement, no shame. Whatever happened to grandma back in the day that took some shame for her sons, daughters, grandsons, and granddaughters not you know being up to par? There used to be a thing. Grandma would say, I'm shame my son in jail. I'm shame my daughter out there in them streets. Today, them youngins ain't got no respect. Y'all did not properly teach them.
Man.
Shout out to the OG Richard. Always appreciate you, man. Says she washing up that cat with that brown orange Kool-Aid water. Might add a little flavor to it, OG. What you say?
Citizens arrest type of thing. How is life out here?
I'd probably say about a 5.
Why do you say a 5?
It's nice and quiet because you have a lot of people that's still living here, that was raised here, like these guys right here, probably grandparents. But now it's like the younger generation that come in that's no respect.
While the official narrative and media focus was on Flint's toxic water supply, Auntie here in the unincorporated community of Beecher, 5 miles north, said her water was equally disgusting.
That's just boiled. I don't even cook with this water.
Wow, has it always been that way?
When I first got here.
Look at that residue. That's heavy metal, yeah?
Yeah.
Something.
I don't know what it is. I don't even cook with the water. I just bathe in it.
Look at that. Does it taste weird?
Yes. You want to taste the water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at that. Look at that.
You want to taste it?
Wow. That's some residue. Oh, no worries. Let's do a little. Water looks pretty good. Never mind. That looks pretty f***ed up.
Okay.
That's got a lot of residue in there. Kind of normal. Let's try it out. Tastes about average. Do you ever get skin rashes from bathing in it? Oh, good God. That's all from the water.
That's from the water.
Holy smokes. No one ever talks about Beecher water.
I don't know why. I mean, it's still part of Flint.
You get flare-ups like that often?
Yeah. Every now and then I get like spots on my legs, but...
And no one's done anything about it?
No, the doctor say it's age.
Something's in the water.
I mean, 2 things. You can't go into the doctor built like this with any type of ailments. Because, it could be the Flint water, maybe something, maybe nothing. Could be a bunch of damn things, Grandma. So we got to get this weight up off of us before we start trying to diagnose the water. And he going to drink it. He whooshed it around like Obama. Yeah, tastes about average. Well, why don't you move in here and drink it every day for the next 30 days? See if you don't grow a 3rd arm out your back. What the hell?
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
Is driving me insane. They do one little swallow. It ain't that bad. I said earlier too. Hang around. Yeah, you do some real journalism. Y'all want to go there for a day or two. Hunker down for a solid month. And then you're going to see and experience the rashes they ain't telling you about. Hey, they want to show you rash a little here, a little rash on the finger, on my leg. Yeah, that water going other places too. What about the rashes all in your crack? Huh? Yeah, go ahead, hunker down, little white man, and go ahead and get you some nice rashes too.
I mean, they say they putting new pipes and stuff in, but I don't see no improvement. I mean, you can do it in the streets, but what about the pipes that's coming into our houses? I go through 6 cases of water a week. So that's 6 cases at $4 for a 40 pack. So
that's a lot of money. And the water here from the city is not cheap either, right?
oh no, we shouldn't even be paying a water bill. Why would we? Water should be free anyway.
You wanna say what's up?
Hey, it's your girl Key. We're in the Brooklyn, A10. My water fine. I don't know about nobody else. My water is fine. This beach water. We don't got Flint water.
Do you drink beach water?
Sometimes with ice. It be good.
After inspecting the unacknowledged suburb of Beecher.
That is a naive hood Quisha, right? You can't tell her nothing. You can't tell her she ain't poor. She in dead smack in the hood, and she thinks she the hottest thing smoking. You are drinking poisonous water, young lady. You can say, not my water in my house. Yeah, my house got the good water. Yeah, y'all ain't about to come for me. We got good water. And nah, you don't.
She carrying on like this, like a hood princess, because let's talk about it. Her value is pretty high. This is a thing, men born without value. You got to go obtain it through your skills and what you can bring to the table. Shout out to today's terminologies. But a younger, fit woman, especially if you're childless, your value is to the roof. So you are the princess of the hood until Nug get a hold of you and pop some babies in you, and then it goes down drastically.
Only 5 miles south to the heart of Flint, the birthplace of General Motors and a once booming industrial American powerhouse, to see how it looked today in 2025 and if the residents here trusted that the water was now safe to drink.
All right, we're driving around here. There's quite a few bandos, as in abandoned houses. Right up to our right here, we see a pit bull. I don't think there's a collar on that. I don't know if I want to find out and get chased out by a pit bull today. Anyone in there? We got a house that caught on fire right over here. Tough life out here, man. It's no joke out here. Hey. Hello. How are you? Hi. How was the water?
The water is still horrible. As you can see, my kid's skin.
It's Maxima?
Yep.
Shitty, crappy, dirty. Nothing has changed.
Has it gotten better in your lifetime?
Since 2014, yeah. They say it, but
sure.
I don't think so. Still terrible, so.
I think it's gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
I never really noticed a difference. I know I drank a lot of it. It just seems better now. I've been drinking it a little bit.
I don't think water's any better. My dogs won't even drink it unless it runs forever.
I don't understand how they...
This is unfortunate. Look at the poor whites, and they got to live with the blacks. That's why I started this off. The classism definitely a thing, and that's been like that. And we read that one quote that I forget who said it, but they said if they could convince the white man that, look, all right, yeah, I know you down next door to the ninjas and y'all drinking this Flint water, but you can hold something over their head. In 2026, that is gone. White folks just sitting here in the same damn boat, and it's unfortunate.
The most ignorant part is these Anglo-Saxon individuals. Shout out to Dr. Umar, start using that. These Anglo-Saxons, they'd be the first ones yelling and screaming MAGA power. And T-Money despises you via classism. Yeah, you just like a ninja, you broke Anglo-Saxon. Yeah, you ain't got nothing above them. You fit right in, you Anglo-Saxon.
I don't understand how they think they could change the pipes from the street and not change the pipes on the inside. It just doesn't make any sense.
Do you drink the water?
It's your responsibility.
Oh, no, not me. Nope. Bottled water for me.
Bottled water only?
Yeah, I usually do.
Only bottled water or juice.
Okay. Yeah. Is it taste any different?
I personally won't trust it again myself.
We still know it's bad, and if they ain't digging up the whole street and fixing the problem, they doing patchwork, we know they ain't did nothing then.
What do you want to see from the city?
Just a change. We still got kids and stuff that got lived through this, so I'm in the process of trying to get out of Flint. We're just looking for growth. It ain't too much here for our youth.
I just want the money that they're holding back. And for what? Acting like it's taken them all this time. I mean, come on. We've been waiting long enough to get paid for this crap. Give us our money and quit messing around.
Do you think they ever will give you guys the money?
It's doubtful.
No, I don't think they ever pay them. Well,
Yeah, they talk about cut the check. They offer, reparations to these people for this. And he says it's been over 10 years. Cut the check. Ninja, we've been waiting hundreds of years. So get in the back of the line, respectfully, especially the white folks in Flint. Even the black folks, we got bigger fish to fry. So y'all got to put y'all issues to the side right now. There's a bigger check that needs cut.
The Flint folks say you trying to fry fish. They just trying to drink some water, Mr. X. Yeah, water? Huh? That is the essence of life. Water and melanin, right? They need a water. I understand they struggle. I could not imagine dealing with this. I will say this, maybe I've become bougie in my later years. But today, I don't know, am I off base, chat? I can't fathom drinking no water out no spigot. I ain't gonna hold you. You grew up with it, yes. But today, yeah, I drink a hot bottle of water before I drink some cold spigot water. I know too much. There you go. Ignorance is gone. I worked for the water authority. I know what's in them pipes. Yeah, I got pictures. I know. I worked on them. Absolutely not.
Around.
Do you think they ever will give you guys the money?
It's doubtful.
no, I don't think they ever pay them. Well, I would like to see the neighborhood better, the water improve, people get the money they're supposed to be getting, just overall different leadership in Flint.
Everybody should be compensated for having poison basically sent into their homes through their water lines, being assumedly told, and as far as their knowledge was, that it was safe and they should be able to drink and bathe in it, and there should be consequences.
Who got in trouble over it? Nobody that I know of. Nobody got in trouble except the citizens that live here.
Just don't feel that we should have to pay for this stuff if it's not any good.
Even the dogs won't drink the water. Now, what does it look like when it comes out of the faucet?
Bubbly, white looking, and my taxes keep going up. I think it's unfair to us.
Yeah.
Everybody around is complaining about the hair, losing hair,
Yeah.
more and more hair. There's a lot of kids that aren't quite up to par around here that you think should be up to par, and they're real young, and they're all from during the time that we've had bad water.
People still getting sick. Some people are using it and bathing in it.
I'll say, Becky, you need to put that damn cigarette down. All right, that ain't helping. You speeding up the process. All right, the Reaper at your doorstep. And he had said something there a second ago. I lost my whole train of thought with that cigarette.
Man, pick one, Mr. X. Cigarette or heroin. Shoot. Cigarette or some perkies. Shoot, they got to do something. I can imagine living in a place like this. You got to stay altered to some degree, man. X no.
Aren't quite up to par around here that you think should be up to par, and they're real young, and they're all from during the time that we've had bad water.
People still getting sick. Some people are using it and bathing in it, and their skin is cranking all up, like mine.
And you bathe in it every day, more or less?
Yes, I do.
Do you have a filter on it?
No filter.
Do you have like itchiness? Is that eczema? What have they said it is?
It's like an itchiness. It's like a breakout from like rust and dirt.
Okay.
Being allergic to lead and lead in the water, the iron, when you pour a drinking glass, you can see bubbles and stuff floating around.
Bubbles.
Over by mosquito and stuff, they're finding cancer in fish. I got cancer now,
and those things, a lot of people are still getting cancer and having other health issues because of the water. People having strokes, skin diseases. I have filters on my shower, my sink. The water actually totally rusted out my washer and dryer. I mean, like, just incinerated it. Yeah. I would just like them to clean everything up, and I would like them to pay people their money because people have been severely damaged in PSED, like you said, because from using the water, like for years and years and years.
It's not right that Governor Snyder didn't get in more trouble for giving rights to poison all of us.
Do some of the kids have some developmental issues out here?
I would say so.
We have a tribute of a sort right here. Those we love don't go away.
Which is wild. And like the guy said, even the damn dogs won't drink it. The animals say, I want nothing to do with that. And like you said, at the beginning of this thing here, they switched the water over. to this local pond here. And they knew for a fact what was going to happen, but they did it anyways. And they were trying to save money. You know, all right, we can get water local. We ain't got to pull it from here. We can get it from right from this river here. It's like, no, that ain't going to act well with the current system. And you had a whole chemical reaction inside them lab, stuff calcifying and, you know, in them pipes with this different water and the pH. And it was a whole scientific thing. And they knew about it, but they said, hey, we're going to save millions. And people was getting cut checks to turn a blind eye and at the risk of all these poor folks. Because as we see, they ain't all black.
There you go. The people that's gonna get trampled on the most are the disenfranchised and the impoverished. Straight like that. And to touch on what they said about the dog, shout out to anybody got pets. Do you notice that? If you ever run your dog or cat a bowl of water from the spigot, the dog or cat won't drink it right away. They wait. And what we don't see is because they can smell, they're letting that chlorine off gas and dissipate a little bit, then they'll drink it. It's like, I ain't drinking that. Smells like straight like chlorine coming out the tap. And you know what made me think about Gavin X and I when we worked at our construction company? We actually solicited our community to put full whole house filters in the houses once I realized how bad the water was. And I talked to the appropriate people and tried to get it going. And shout out to, you know, obstacles. You had to have enough money to support the whole project. But that is a big thing I believe in. Whole house filters. They're not that expensive. And if you can, you know, just install it. It's a big help, like you said, on your appliances, and all that stuff. Invest or install a whole house filter if you can. Shout out to Sister Rachel. Says Flint residents will get payments from a $626 million class action settlement. Minors exposed to lead receive roughly 80% of the funds. Okay. The minors, that sounds good, but there's loss of life, man. I don't know.
Shout out to Sister Michelle. She dropped $25 in the Cash App. She says this is for the Red Kool-Aid Fund. Great show, guys.
Not the Kool-Aid. Appreciate you, Sister Michelle.
Appreciate you.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
Shout out to Sister Rachel. Says Obama was president during his water crisis in 2014, and he didn't fix it. He was not the greatest. Didn't help black people at all. Shaking my head. We observed it, Sister Rachel.
So some of the kids have some developmental issues out here.
I would say so.
We have a tribute of a sort right here. Those we love don't go away. They walk beside us every day. It's very sad. There are high levels of gun violence out here, crime, poverty. Doing a video project trying to see if the water got any better out here in Flint.
Yeah,
What's up? It starts still.
I drink that water.
I want to hear about it.
I live here. I'm homeless, and I drink the water.
Where do you get the water if you live here?
From the main.
Oh, you pull from the fire hydrant?
What, straight from the fire hydrant.
Can I see it?
Clear what? Clear and open it?
Yeah.
Or no?
Oh, do you like put a hose up to it?
Nope. I fill up a 5-gallon jug.
Oh yeah, smart. Have you noticed any problems from the water?
No, I've been drinking it for 2 years.
How does the water taste?
Damn good. I'm hydrated.
It tastes all right to me. You know, some parts of the city are cleaner than others. You should still get your...
You a lie, and the truth ain't in you.
From the looks of you, you ain't doing good. No, thank you. All right, you balding. You look like you on meth. Get the hell out of here. If you was the poster child for people to say Flint water is good, look at him. I would say hell to the no. No, thank you.
Look like a daggone one of the daggone things off of Fallout, the ghoul. He looked like an unrolled ghoul. You doing all right? He's homeless. He's homeless. He live in some abandoned shack in the woods, and he drink from a fire hydrant. Talking about everything's all good. Shout out to the Anglo-Saxon man. Y'all rough and dirty. The only human I've ever seen take their bare hand and reach that hand down in a sewer amongst other humans' waste is an Anglo-Saxon man with no shame, just got doo-doo all in his fingernails. So I'm saying that to say maybe they ain't turned off by the water. They stick their hand in doo-doo.
What? Clear and open it?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Do you like put a hose up to it?
Nope. I fill up a 5-gallon jug.
Oh yeah, smart. Have you noticed any problems from the water?
No, I've been drinking it for 2 years.
How does the water taste?
Damn good. I'm hydrated.
It tastes all right to me. You know, some parts of the city are cleaner than others. You should still get your water tested.
Bull crap that people has to drink this water and get sick off it and stuff. You know, it should have been taken care of a long time ago. Now people are sick over it and suffering over it.
You living in the car?
Yeah.
Okay, with puppy?
Yep.
Hi, little guy. What's his name? Oh,
Lucy Little, take a picture.
she's very cute.
10 years old.
Do many homeless people live in those abandoned buildings?
Yeah. They do.
Is it available for sale right now? Can I buy just like a lot?
Yes, you can buy. You can buy all these lots.
Buy all these.
I own this lot.
You have a big backyard now.
Yeah.
And how much is a lot like that?
If you take care of it, they might give it to you free, anywhere up to $200 at the most.
$200 for that lot.
Yeah.
That's it. That's a steal. And how is life out here in Flint?
No.
How would you rate it out of 10?
To be honest, I can move away from here.
This place was left behind, forgotten, gaslit, and poisoned by its own government. Despite the people here winning a $641 million lawsuit in 2020, becoming the largest civil settlement in Michigan's history, nobody I met here could mention a single person who had seen any of that money. This
ain't gonna see it. And it's unfortunate. Like the guy said, the land ain't worth nothing. So they like say giving it away. These are abandoned plots. He say $200 get you a whole plot of land. But do you want to live there? You can't even drink the water. No. It's useless.
The water has poisoned the land. Can imagine, agriculture ain't exactly smacking. Yeah, tainted water is a big deal breaker. Huge. That would abandon the whole town. You gotta somebody go and poison a well. They poison their whole water system. This is what you get. There's no water, no proper water. There's no industry. Sounds tempting. $200 for a lot might buy up the whole daggone town. What you gonna do with it?
in 2020, becoming the largest civil settlement in Michigan's history, nobody I met here could mention a single person who had seen any of that money, despite 80% of those funds designated for children exposed to the contaminated water.
Let's go. You're a strong guy. You got the brakes. Robert, what's going on in Flint?
People living life, trying to survive, overcoming the struggles that we did have with the water. But they said if they have fixed it, I still don't drink it. I still drink a bottled water.
Between the bullets and the water, not good.
Has the bullets always been a factor out here?
A few years ago, it was kind of mellow a little bit, but the last few years, it's gotten really bad. And the fires. Some days there'll be 3 fires in a week.
So we got fires, bullets, poverty, poison water.
I moved from Fenton over here to help with the church.
Okay.
But I'm ready to leave. Oh, and the hookers.
Hookers?
And shout out to Detroit. I know that's a thing up there where they intentionally burn abandoned houses and stuff. So that's a culture. And she like, yeah, they just fires every day, every week. Everything abandoned. If it sit there too long, somebody gonna set it on fire.
Hey, that's a thing. That could be something. Stop with rodent infestations. There's some logic method to that madness. It's wild. Just walk around setting the abandoned house on fire, but
it's deeply rooted in Detroit. I know y'all from up there got something to do with Halloween. Yeah, it's dark. Kids done got deleted, so it's a dark. Yeah, it ain't nothing eco-friendly. It's horrible.
Oh, you talking about like Devil's Night off of The Crow?
Yeah, all of that. Yeah.
Where my movie buffs at, huh? Shout out to The Crow. No, okay. I'm thinking it's okay. I'm thinking it's like some type of righteous rebellion. No, absolutely not. Okay, I stand corrected.
Okay.
But I'm ready to leave. Oh, and the hookers.
Hookers?
Oh my God. And Bell toward the corner. We used to have no ozone sign.
No ozones?
No ozone sign in front of our house, but they tore it down just recently.
That's funny as hell.
Before this house was burnt down behind us last year.
Yeah.
They used to pull in that driveway up to the garage with the guys that pick them up. And then they would pull up here and in front of our house. They'll park wherever random.
Okay.
In front of your, where they feel safe maybe. I don't know.
Out here, we have a bona fide no-ho zone sign.
Gets a bad name, but Flint's not really a bad place. Some people that live here make bad decisions sometimes. Other than that, it's a good place. I love it. I love the people. There's nice people like you and people that help out.
Hell yeah. Do you see yourself raising a family here?
No.
Is Flint dangerous?
Yes. Just a lot of the gang violence, a lot of the shootings that happen down here. You can call the police, and like 2 days later, they'll show up just to check to make sure everything's all right.
Really, I was walking last summer down the street. Somebody jumped out with gunpoint and hit me in the head with a gun and robbed me.
Pistol whip you?
Yeah, and they took my backpack. I was shocked, man. I'm 43 years old. Nothing ever happened to me like that.
Yeah.
If you're out in the daytime, it's safe. But at night, around here in this neighborhood, you get a lot of hookers and drug dealers.
Huh. They all keep saying the same thing. You walk around at night, people liable to just pull up on you, get out, pistol whip you, and rob you, and welcome to the hood. And like the guy said, he said, would you want to raise a family here? He said, absolutely not. And he said something else. I just lost my train of thought.
The way they talk about almost losing their life so cavalier. And one night, they jumped out on me, went upside my head, put lead in me, took everything I had, left me dazed and confused in the gutter. Yeah, it happens. One time, no, not that bad. Just don't come outside at night. Jeez, I don't know how folks properly function under these circumstances, let alone thrive. This is below, what is it? Survival mode. I don't know what this is. This is war mode.
There you go. And he said another thing. He said, if you call the police, it takes at least 2 hours for them to show up. So he said somebody could have got pew. That's why people get to 2 hours. You just whatever. They'll be there in a little bit.
I ain't gonna hold you. I thought you said 2 days. 2 hours to make sure everybody all right. No, to collect the bodies and start drawing chalk outlines.
Sure.
And like 2 days later, they'll show up just to check to make sure
Oh,
everything's
this ain't 2 days.
No, excuse my French.
You a lie, and the truth ain't in you.
Okay, I apologize. I thought he said 2 days, but I said my mind can't be playing tricks on me. That's why I had to rewind it. But here we are.
2 days? I didn't want to believe it, so I wasn't going to repeat it. Some things, when they sound extreme, I just won't say it. I'm like, he didn't say that. I ain't going to say it. 2 days. I heard him, but like I said, 2 days just to make sure everybody all right. Like I say it. 2 days. All right, where the bodies at? All right, let's start filing this. But the police said they ain't coming to stop nothing. They just gonna do the paperwork and scrape bodies up.
It's wicked work.
all right.
Really, I was walking last summer down the street. Somebody jumped out with gunpoint and hit me in the head with a gun and robbed me.
Pistol whip you?
Yeah, and they took my backpack. I was shocked, man. I'm 43 years old. Nothing ever happened to me like that.
Yeah.
If you're out in the daytime, it's safe. But at night, around here in this neighborhood, you get a lot of hookers and drug dealers that come out at night.
How does the nice-ish downtown compare to where many of the people seem to live?
Well, I think the big difference is that downtown has more police, so not many people are willing to go out and do stuff. And over here, like I said, it just takes forever for police to arrive.
If someone were to break into my home, how long would it take the cops to show up?
I'd say at least 2 hours, maybe 3.
And is the water clean right now?
I wouldn't think so. Like I said, I don't trust.
Is the water clean?
Willing to go out and do stuff. And over here, like I said, it just takes forever for police to arrive.
If someone were to break into my home, how long would it take the cops to show up?
I'd say at least 2 hours, maybe 3.
So what? And shout out to this guy. He said he's not lying. I live in Flint. Police come 5 minutes if his alarm go off. And what did he say takes 2 days versus 2 hours?
I don't know, because he's talking on both sides of the neck. So if you call the police, so if you call the cops, they'll come 2 days later just to make sure everything's all right. Then he says, and it'd be 2 to 3 hours at best.
He said if your house alarm go off, and that's what this brother here just said. If his house alarm go off, they'll come in 5 minutes. So maybe they only there to protect property, and that's it. But I don't know. You can't just call.
There we go now, because if your alarm go off, here we go. It's all about the money. That's a business transaction. Pretty sure these home security companies probably got some kind of contracts with the local law enforcement. We need y'all cooperation so we can sell these security units. We can't sell security units if y'all showing up 48 hours later. So when this alarm go off, we need y'all to show up at least 10 minutes. Do better than 2 days so we can keep selling these home security units. I got you. I got it.
And is the water clean right now?
I wouldn't think so. Like I said, I don't trust it. So I'll go get you a glass if you want.
Can we see it? Can we see the water come out of the sink?
I'm throwing out the hose.
All right, I see it. We'll do a little water inspection. I appreciate that, sir. Real quick.
But I'd be like, going down the road, you fuck.
If you want to support our boots on the ground, independent journalism that is not.
All right, I don't know about his commercial here, but nonetheless, let me see.
I guess.
Mine's not as brown as others, but
Yeah, it looks pretty nice, honestly. Is that new? Has it always looked this way?
it ain't always looked that way. It's newer.
Honestly?
But we put new pipes on here too also.
That's all new piping.
Yeah.
How would you describe Flint in one word?
Broke.
Just a very poverty-stricken area, this neighborhood in particular. Like I walked to the party store on the corner down there. Had a guy try to solicit me for prostitution. I'm not a prostitute.
But they're doing what they can to make ends meet? Is that where you're getting at?
I think a lot of it is drugs.
You big back Becky. When was the last time somebody tried to stick meat in you? You should have been flattered and bent over for them. You gonna say somebody offered to clap my cheeks and she was offended. This woman looked like Chris Farley, and she up here talking about they solicited meat, and I was offended. How?
Chris Farley, she up here looking like big guy in a little coat. Big guy in a little coat. Shout out to the Farley brother. May he rest in peace. That's why she outside. That's why she ain't went in the house yet. She's sitting there pondering. Yes, it's been a mighty long time. A year worth of Sundays since somebody then showed interest in her nether regions. That's why she outside. She like, I'm not a P-toot, but is he still down there? Is he still interested? Now we move back to dating. That's her only option she done had. Even though it may have been offensive, when she get in there and be lonely, torturing her roles, she like, that guy did want me.
Related. I don't know a lot about the water. I just know that I'm very blessed. I live here because of the cost of living. So so many other places in the state of Michigan.
You want stewards of the land to come in here, keep the place nice, give you a decent deal, something like that.
Paid.
Huh. And as Dave Chappelle calls them, the poor whites. These are the poor whites. All right. She said we too broke to move. All right. I just have to suffer with the blacks. But if I wasn't such a poor white, I would move.
That's got to be tough. Dare I say, that's a struggle. Knowing that your ancestors set up a monopoly for you, and here you are trotting down here with the ninjas, drinking ninja water. That's got to be torment. And the only person that showed you sexual interest in the last 25 years was some crackhead down by the party store, she said. The party store. I hate this town.
I think I paid
$22,000 for this?
Yes.
It's a great deal.
Yeah. I haven't experienced the water issue, but I haven't lived here but 2-3 years.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Looks extremely clear, honestly. Looks good to
While
me.
the water here may in fact finally be safe to drink.
So we got the new installations and it's noticeably better?
The water's
It's good?
Yeah.
Okay, water has improved.
The loss of trust the residents here had in their government will never be recovered. While the American government and its people are easily convinced to support foreign aid overseas and to bomb countries most couldn't even point out on a map, perhaps charity should start at home.
And here we go. And like they say, the water is clean now. And it's not an issue of where they was getting the water from. Like you said, it was just an issue of the system they have been using that whole time and the pipes. And everything has settled. And now you're bringing in a totally different water source with different, minerals and whatnot. And it had a reaction with the existing pipes. So if you would have been using this water all alone, granted, but when you switched over from the county to the city or however they did it, that chemical reaction with those pipes, you can't just replace it in the street. If you got it in your house or going to your house, it's a whole deal.
There you go. Yeah, just whatever mineral composition, pH, shout out to, that's a real thing. The pH could have have a chemical reaction with the pipes. Inside those pipes, they are completely clogged. I'm telling you, I remember working on pipes. The pipe, brand new, the inside opening be this big around. We done worked on pipes that's this big. But all of the corrosion, I'm not exaggerating. I was trying to look up pictures on my phone. The corrosions had the opening like this, so that city water just being bombarded with chlorine, maybe it's not eating away. But now you're going to introduce natural water with sediment, sand, and stuff, and it just starts to pull all that corrosion and build up away. And now it's coming into your house. And the one sister touched on that. She said, oh, they replaced the pipes in the street, but not the house. The pipes in the house is your responsibility. I know you've been wronged, but these are the rules, and that ignorance and not knowing the rules and laws don't exclude you from them. So they fixed the pipes outside. You got to fix the pipes in your house. That's your personal property.
So here we go. As far as this ninja go here, because he was one of the council members that made out with the money, the black guy sold him out. We're going to kick this ninja and Obama, because Obama came through and sold him out as well, to the pit.
All down the pit. Obama in the pit.
Madness. Fuck is you talking about?
This is Sparta!
You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to hide. You gotta count your blessings. You're sitting at the table. You hear me? Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
Hopefully.
I was going to say, that's the guy's name, Darnell Early. Is that him? Yeah, he the guy that was the council or the mayor, wherever he was, he was shaking the hands and he made the deal happen.
Looking like a shyster. Like to see my melanated folks doing good, but he was cleaning the board of health up that mother sucker in this suit. Brand new Tom Ford suit that swindled the folks. Shame. Shout out to the wonky Dr. Umar talking about the black boule. That's that black boule behavior. Yep. Me and my family, we going on the Disney cruise ship. The rest of y'all towns folks enjoy trying to survive this new water source. That's the black boule. I'm all for me. F the rest of y'all. It's got to stop.
So here we go. If you're just coming in, make sure you hit the like button and shout out to Be Wild. We're going to try to check out this child story, maybe talk about it later this week and see what's going on, because there's a lot going on. But we done made it through the show tonight. So if you have not yet, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share this content with your folks and them.
There you go. This shout out to our Truth Over Lies channel. It is definitely different from our Cart Before the Horse and our Single by Choice madness, but these hard truths have to be told, need to be heard. So we do have a chance to change for the better and get rid of the lies. Shout out to all of y'all coming through as y'all always do. Shout out to Cart Before the Horse, Single by Choice, Truth Over Lies chat coming through, supporting your interests, supporting your channel, supporting your beautiful black media. Cannot thank you guys enough. Thank you, and a thank you.
So make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Also, shout out to Sister Michelle in the Cash App, the show sponsor. Also, Rachel, the brother Petty Sama. Shout out to Squeegee Kids come through. Rachad Media, everybody in the chat. Like I said, Rachel, Hustlers Philosopher, Naive, Frederick Howard, the whole SBC Truth Over Lies family.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
Big time. And once again, special shout out to Cousin Walker over there at Juice Drops Entertainment. If you ask me, one of the most entertaining channels out today. Shout out to your sister. Shout out to all of y'all coming through like y'all do. We'll catch you jive chickens next time. Might be back tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, there you go. We plan on being back tomorrow. We're going to try to get a midweek rumble. So make sure you are subscribed to all channels. Your notifications are on, or you will miss out.
There we go. As y'all know, ain't nothing like a midweek pop-up rumble, my baby. Shout out to the replay gang. We definitely appreciate y'all. But as y'all know, don't nobody do it live like Cart Before the Horse. Got to catch it live, my baby.
That part. So we plan on being back tomorrow. Like I said, shout out to Rachad, Cousin Walker, Flint, the whole SBC Cart for the Horse universe. We will be back tomorrow night. So go subscribe to all the platforms.
There you go. Keep your notifications on. Make sure you are part of all 3 channels, including the Patreon for all of our true day ones. And we'll catch you Jive Chickens of tomorrow.
That part. So until tomorrow night, I'm Gavin X.
I am Mr. Walker.
And we are Carpet for the Horse Productions.
A good evening.
They push distractions, we pushing facts. Trying to get the culture back on track. Ooh, we just want better days. Real love, real homes, better ways. Ooh, we just speak that truth for the ones coming up after you. Truth over lies, yeah, we locked in. Single by choice, yeah, we tapped in. Couple for the horse, yeah, we building brands. SBC Nation, yeah, we taking stands. Like, comment, subscribe, don't wait. Support the show, yeah, we appreciate. Cash out, super chat, show love, truth over lies. Yeah, we rise above.